Good evening. We come to you live from Poplar Bluff Senior High School, where we are in the third quarter right now of the JV contest. And right now it is a Poplar Bluff lead of 30-28 is the current score right now. It's been a pretty good one thus far. Dexter right now, they trail by 2 points. However, it's been back and forth all ball game long. And we'll see coming up here tonight if the Mules are able to get on their winning ways as the Mules get ready to take on a big SEMO Conference opponent. We'll go ahead and have Tim put the scoreboard up on the screen. Everything looks good on the scoreboard. That way, if you are watching the JV game, you'll be able to follow along and you'll be able to see the entire score and you'll be able to see where we are in the ball game. As you can see right now on the scoreboard, it is a 30-29 ball game as the JV Mules lead by 1 with about 3 minutes to go here in the JV game in the third quarter of play. I'm going to welcome in a good friend of ours now to our program, Andrew Venable. He is with Taco John's here in Poplar Bluff, and we'll let Tim zoom in, or I should say not zoom in, but move the camera over to our direction here as Andrew is with us. And Andrew, Taco John's, you are a senior in high school here in Poplar Bluff. So tell me first off, how are things going for you?
Oh, it's going pretty good for me right now. It's my last semester here at the PBHS, so try and make it the best and remember it.
How has things been going for you during your high school career for the most part?
Pretty good, pretty steady. I've got to do a lot of things that I never thought I would get to do. It's been pretty amazing.
Let's talk about Taco John's and a great location here in Poplar Bluff. Where are you guys located at? It's actually a really good spot, actually. And Taco John's, it does so much for the community.
We are located at 2780 Tucker.
Have you look in that camera? There you go.
We're located at 2780 Tucker Road between PP Highway and Shelby. Right there in the middle, pretty good location, especially even close to high school, leaving high school or coming to. We have our Taco Tuesday and everything like that. You come down and try some tacos. Our tacos are $1.19 and $1.29 for the soft shells.
You know, it's one of those things where Taco John's has such an amazing menu, and besides Taco Tuesday, you guys even have breakfast menu items as well.
Yes, we do. We have our made fresh every day that you come in, our fresh eggs and everything. You can come in right before school. We're open. We're open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. on weekdays, and then 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. on weekends. So you can come in before school if you'd like.
Absolutely. Besides the breakfast menus and Taco Tuesdays, some other favorites that you guys have at Taco John's. You've got taco salads. You guys have super nachos. One of my favorite, the quesadillas also.
Yes, we have our quesadillas that are made fresh every day, of course. Everything is made fresh to order. We have our taco salads. We're one of the last places here that has taco salads. We have people that just come through and order just taco shells. They love them. Absolutely,
and it's a great, everything is a great price at Taco John's here in Poplar Bluff. We're watching the JV game right now between Dexter, Poplar Bluff. It is a 3-point ball game. Dexter right now leads the Mules at 33-30. And so after high school coming up here, Andrew, tell us what are some of your future plans coming up?
I have a semester at TRC that I'm going to complete my associate's degree, and then I'll hopefully be headed off towards Kentucky for the rest of my college career.
Awesome. We wish you all the best, obviously, with what's going on in the future as well. Anything else from Taco John's that you want to pass on to our viewers here tonight watching us on YouTube and on Facebook?
Yes, we have a mobile app that you can order online. You can either DoorDash it to your house if you're not feeling like getting out today. It is all rainy today, so download our app at Taco John's. It's our mobile app, or DoorDash us.
Absolutely. I forgot Taco John's has the old app, and it's got everything on the app. You can see the menu and the whole 9 yards.
Yep, and you even get some rewards.
Also. Andrew, I'm so glad you were able to come over and talk to us a little bit here before we get started here on the ball game. You're going to stick around and watch the Mules take on Dexter here tonight?
Yes, I will.
Any predictions on who's going to win the game?
It looks like it's going back and forth right now, but I'm hoping the Mules tie it up.
All right, so it's a 38-33 ball game right now. Poplar Bluff does lead it by 5, and once again, Andrew, thank you again for coming over and talking to us. And don't forget to mention you're world famous for something at Taco John's.
Our potato olays, they're made fresh to every single order. There's something we're really well known for. People come and just get potatoes and leave coming through town. They're amazing. They're crisp. They're freshly seasoned.
I was going to say, I went to Taco John's day before yesterday, and, man, everything, it seems like it's always fresh to make.
Yep.
And you guys do such a great job there at Taco John's. And the main thing is you guys are always giving back to the community as well.
Yeah, we try our best to wherever we can, donating food and helping out teachers and other organizations to just help the community.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Andrew, and go enjoy the rest of the JV game and the varsity game. And if we can do anything in the future to pass on any information about Taco John's, make sure and let us know about it. By the way, give us your hours of operation, if you don't mind, at Taco John's.
Monday through Thursday, we are open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday, we are open 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. And then Sunday, we are open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
All right, Andrew, thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll be sending those folks to Taco John's right here in Poplar Bluff.
Thank you.
You bet you, Andrew, joining us live. We'll step away. It is a 38-33 ball game. As you can see right now, the Mules lead it by 5. You're watching live coverage. It is Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. All right, so we are back, and we appreciate Andrew for joining us here live on the program to begin our broadcast. And we're watching the JV Mules right now, and we're going to get a whistle and a turnover on the Dexter Bearcats. 38-33 is the score. Possession arrow, it does favor the Dexter Bearcats. 5 team fouls to 1 right now by Dexter. 5 by the Mules, 1 by Dexter. Eric Wallace is tuning in. Good evening, my friend. Glad you are tuning in. Mules having some issues at trying to take charge of this ball game, leading it by 5 points. Now coming up here tonight in a little bit. Oh, a big three-point basket there by Jay Edmondson. That's a big three-pointer by the Mules. 41-33 now is the score. I was going to say, coming up here later on tonight, we're going to have a very special guest. He is going to join us at some point, and I'm thinking that we're going to do this right about halftime maybe. I've got Dylan Bratcher. He is a Mules baseball player, and it's hilarious the way he is dressed here tonight. There's a story behind that. What a baseball-style pass that was. Dexter able to all the way down the floor, cuts it down to a 6-point ball game. The Mules right now leading at 41-35. So we'll see what the JV Mules are able to do. John Scott, by the way, I believe, as we see Jackson Moore inside the paint, gets a couple of points. It's back to an 8-point lead. As you can see, the JV team right now, they are taking care of business. And by the way, happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. It is Valentine's Day. Yesterday was my wife and I's anniversary. Today, Valentine's Day. And yes, I remembered I was able to get her a couple of gifts. I got her one for yesterday and left the other gift on the counter this morning as I left for work. So she was able to get the gifts. She was happy. She's at work right now. She should be getting off in about 5 or so minutes. So everything is well in the household, but a big shot there by the Bearcats. Bearcats once again trying to make this close. That was a three-pointer by the Bearcats. So now, once again, it is cut down to a 5-point lead. Now, coming up here in just a few moments, we're going to be talking to head coach Will Durden of the Mules. He will stop by and join us. Now, remember last night we didn't have Gavin Rivers in the lineup. We were told after the ball game that it was some swelling in the right knee. That's why he didn't dress, and that's why he didn't play last night. There was some swelling in the right knee. I talked to him before we got started, and he's going to warm up tonight, and we are hoping, fingers crossed, that he is going to be able to go here tonight. He's at least going to attempt to give it a go tonight as the Mules are looking to get back in the win column as they get ready and take on the Bearcats out of Dexter. Now, coming up, beginning at the top of the hour, we are going to be introducing or inviting our radio audience into the program. So we will do that coming up here in just a few moments. In the meantime, we are watching right now. It is a 43-38 ball game right now. The Bearcats with a big steal. The Dexter Bearcats, they are attempting to make this a close ball game and keep it close for the most part. Bearcats are going from right to left. 3-point basket once again. That's one thing Dexter is not afraid of, is shooting at the 3-point basket. And they go in, draw the contact, and it'll be 2 free throws coming up. And that'll be team foul number 6 right now for the Mules. And that means for Poplar Bluff, the Bearcats now are going to be in the bonus the rest of the way. Dexter missing the first free throw. 4:49 to go here in the ball game. The Mules right now lead it by 5, 43-38. We are about 2 minutes away. Second one is up, and it is good at 43-39. We're a couple of minutes away now from us gearing up to introduce our radio audience into the broadcast. We've got the Show Me Marching Band. They are here tonight. Jay Edmondson now kicks it back, and the Mules trying to extend their lead. Settle over to Jackson Moore in the corner. Long pass, good recover there by the Mules. Trying to maintain possession, knock some time off the clock. Jackson Moore going to have his shot partially blocked. Ball goes up in the air, and it's going to come down to the Bearcats. We are midway through the fourth and final quarter. It is a 4-point lead right now. 43-39 the score. Boy, the Bearcats, you got to tip your cap to them. They are making this a ball game. There's a long three-pointer. It's no good. And it's going to be recovered by Cameron Settle and Poplar Bluff. So now the Mules, Jay Edmondson, he'll take a three-pointer. It's no good. We're going to get a whistle. Noah's going to go against the Mules. And it's going to be a 1-and-1, I believe, coming up now for the Dexter Bearcats. That is team foul number 7. So we're going to walk the length of the floor, and we're going to shoot 1 free throw at least, maybe 2, depending on if he makes the first one or not. It is a 4-point ball game. John Scott, by the way, is going to join us coming up tonight. Just sent me a message, and he says he'll be on the mic with us. I knew he couldn't resist. I knew, and I'll tell him about that later on. I knew he would not be able to resist. 43-40 the score now, a 3-point ball game. So coming up here in just a moment, we are going to be introducing our radio broadcast. We'll introduce that coming up here in just a moment. Second free throw is no good. However, the Bearcats got the rebound, and the shot is up and good. It is now a 1-point ball game. Jay Edmondson, that's a big shot by him. He goes up, and now it's a 3-point ball game again. 43, or make that 45-42. So you're going to hear me go quiet for just a moment as we get a foul by the Mules, and that's just for us to welcome in our radio broadcast. So stay with us as we introduce our radio broadcast on 93.3 FM, 930 AM, and at KWOC.com. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And good evening. We come to you live from Poplar Bluff Senior High School. I'm Frankie Castile. We are welcoming in our radio broadcast on today's talk, 93.3 FM, 9:30 a.m., KWOC. We are streaming online at KWOC.com, as well as on Facebook and on YouTube. TJ Neal is tuning in with us right now on Facebook. Also, Eric Wallace. Make sure and hit that share button tonight, as we're going to be giving away some of these awesome KWOC hoodies or long sleeves at your choice. We're going to pick a few random winners coming up tonight right here live on the program. It is Valentine's Day, of course, and we're wishing everybody a happy Valentine's Day as the Mules look to get back on their winning ways. We are watching the JV game right now, a pretty good one too at that. 45-42 is the score. And the Dexter Bearcats right now. We're going to reset for those of you that are just tuning in right now on Facebook. Here is where we stand right now when it comes to the foul shots and when it comes to everything in between with the timeouts and everything. Right now, the Dexter Bearcats, they've got 2 timeouts remaining. Poplar Bluff, they've got 4 timeouts left. Mules have 18 fouls. The Bearcats have 1. The Bearcats are on the free throw line, and that's a big free throw make right there by the Bearcats. And now it is a 2-point game again, 45-43. As you can see on the screen, it is 3:11 to go before this game is wrapped up for the night. So we shall see how the Mules are able to respond. Settle is going to able to get it right back following the partial tip there by the Bearcats. Poplar Bluff, that one's tipped in the air, and Jay Edmondson is going to be called for the personal foul. And that is now team foul number 9 for the Mules. So that just means it is the last 1-and-1 for the ball game. And after this foul by the Mules going forward, it'll be a 2-shot foul. And Dexter, man, they have come to play right now. This is only the JV game as well. So who knows what's going to happen coming up in that varsity matchup here later on. It should be a lot of fun to watch. Dexter 1-and-1. They are 1 free throw away from tying this ball game right now. It is a 45-44 ball game. We are in the fourth quarter. 2:55 to go here in regulation. The second one is up, and it is no good. A good rebound there by Dallas Williams. Also, Jackson Moore had a hand on it. And now we're going to go the other way with it. Poplar Bluff going left to right. They are wearing their home white jerseys. It is a 2-point game, or make that a 1-point ball game right now. The Mules trying to be aggressive on the offensive side of the ball. They're trying to waste a little bit of time. And they're also trying to get some more points on the board right now for Poplar Bluff. Cameron Settle. Boy, the Mules right now, they are doing a good job of working the ball around. Edmondson gets a little bit of space, and there's the backdoor cut. And that's what happens when you do waste a lot of time like that. Sometimes the ball doesn't go your way, and you do turn it over, and that's what happened right there. 2-minute mark coming up. 1-point ball game. Dexter trails by 1, 45-44. Shot is up. Oh, what a good jumper by the Bearcats. And now they have just taken the lead at 46-45. And the Bearcats lead it by 1 point here in Poplar Bluff. So now Edmondson. Mules can't afford to, as we see, a big three-pointer is no good by Dallas Williams. And Jay Edmondson got the rebound. And now the Mules can reset the offense. Oh, turnover. I saw that one. Took one too many steps that time. Still have a lot of time. Stacy Rommel is tuning in on Facebook tonight. Glad to have you alongside Miss Stacy. Hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day. Big Mules fan is Stacy Rommel. Glad she is tuning in at 91 seconds left in the ball game. Mules are up, or I should say down by 1. We are in the JV game. We still have a whole varsity game left ahead of us. So we'll see if the Mules are able to get back on track. Oh, good job by Jay Edmondson. Ball pops out of there, and it's on the floor, and we're going to get a timeout called by the Bearcats. And they're going to have 1 timeout remaining, and that's a good timeout by Rob Nichols, the assistant coach. So, .113 to play here in the ball game. Timeout called there by the Bearcats. Stacy Rommel says she is tuning in from Poplar Bluff. Glad you're tuning in. We've got the Dexter cheerleading squad here tonight, and we've got Poplar Bluffs as well. So we're going to be in for quite the ball game. It was raining when we got here earlier tonight, or today rather. Tim and I got here about 4 p.m. or so. It was pouring down when we got here. The winds were blowing. It was raining hard. I've not been outside in a couple of hours, so I have no idea what the weather's like outdoors. All I know is the good news is, I guess, that we were able to get the high wind warning dropped for the area. That was phenomenal news, and I have no idea what it's doing right now. Good deal, Stacy. Glad you had a great Valentine's Day. I spent all day long with my Valentine and Tim Hicks. We spent the whole day together. Ain't that right, Tim? He's over there giving me an awful look. My wife may not like me saying that, nor his wife may not like that either. 1:13 to play here in the ball game. Dexter Bearcats with it. They've got the ball and the lead and the possession arrow as well. The trifecta for them. Oh, good move inside. Dexter Bearcats settle with a big block there, and Jackson Moore is going to hand it off now to Jay Edmondson. Bluff can go ahead with a shot on this possession. Under 1 minute to go in JV regulation. And now this one is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Mules, or I'm sorry, Dexter Bearcats. Well, that's good, Tim. I think my computer is messing up, and that's okay. Tim says we're good to go, so I'm not touching a flipping thing. And this one's going to be away. It's going to be a turnover on the Mules. The shot is not going to count. It's going to go back to the Bearcats. Pamela Davis is tuning in. Glad to have you alongside, Miss Pamela. Yeah, tag some folks in this broadcast as we are just getting underway tonight. Under 37 seconds. Mules trail by 1, 46-45. They have led the majority of the game. But, man, hats off to the Bearcats right now as they have been able to storm back in this game. Man, I can't wait to interview Dylan Bratcher. It's going to be a lot of fun when I get him up here. He is dressed like Abby Wilson, right? And he's looking at me because he knows I'm looking at him. It's hilarious the way he is dressed up. I'm going to get him on camera here in a little bit. First free throw is up and no good. When I interview him, I want to make sure that there's nothing going on ball game-wise to where we can get this done, because that's pretty funny. He's looking at me. He's over there. He's pointing at me now. He knows he's going to walk over here, so we're going to get him over here. I guess that time is now. He didn't get the memo. Second free throw was no good. Good rebound there by the Mules. It is 47-45, and we're going to get a whistle and I believe it's a timeout here. Is it a timeout or what was it? Nope. Not sure what that whistle was about. I couldn't hear the PA. Oh, Stacy and TJ, how about the Chiefs? Here's what I'm going to say about the Chiefs. Congratulations to the Chiefs. They got the win. But even you have to admit, the ending of that game, that was rather bizarre. That was weak. I know they won. I got that. But that was a weak way to end the game. A holding call, I don't buy it, but that's a different story. That is a different story. Chiefs got the win. Congratulations to them. Dallas Williams, a big three-point basket on the inbound. And now the Mules have a one-point game. So now we'll see what the Bearcats are able to do. We've got a timeout here by the Bearcats. They've got down to their final timeout. They're going to have no timeouts left. All right, Dylan, let's get down here. Tim, you mind getting that camera over here? I've got to get we're at timeout right now. We're going to get Dylan, look in that camera. I know who you're dressed up as, Abby Wilson. Now tell me the story for those that are watching right now on YouTube and Facebook. Camera's yours, Dylan. Oh, hang on, I'm turning your mic. There you go.
Well, it's dress as your other type. And obviously to all my Mule Barn down there.
Yeah, they're
look
over
at all
there
waving down there.
They're waving.
We got everybody dressed up tonight for a good game tonight against Dexter, and we're ready to win and have some fun.
Stand up. You even have the knee brace on that Abby Wilson has on as well.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. You're going to be dressed that way, I'm assuming, the whole ball game.
I'll be here the whole game.
Now, I expect you to do what Abby Wilson does, and you got to get your team pumped up over there, because we got to have this win here tonight, Dylan.
Oh, we are going to win, and you can bet that student section down there is going to be louder than ever.
All right, so on a more serious note, you caught my attention the moment you walked in the gym. That's pretty funny. I like your style there. That's good. I got to ask you, coming up on March 17th, are you ready for some baseball?
I couldn't be more ready. It's counting down the days till tryouts and counting down the days till the games, and I can't tell you how much the whole team's ready. And speaking of Dexter,
boy, what a game that was.
What a
JV
shot.
game.
What a shot.
48-47. Congratulations to our junior varsity Mules as they were able to pull out a win here tonight against the Dexter Bearcats. So back to baseball. You're going to have a great season, I've got a feeling. How's the arm? I was told you're going to be one of our main pitchers.
Well, we'll have to see about that, but arm feels amazing. Just ready for all the games. March 27th, we're playing Dexter at home against the old
coach.
Coach.
That's gonna be a good ball game. Coach Steve Edwards comes to town, and I don't want to brag or anything, but I don't know, how fast can you throw right now?
I'm not gonna put it out there, but I got a little 80 on me right now. But
I'm gonna tell you, I think that I might be able to throw 85. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, do me a favor, don't run off. Let me interview the coach real fast.
No,
I'll get right back to you. So that's Dylan Bratcher, a.k.a. Mrs. Abby Wilson here today. We'll get Coach Will Durden to come over now. Man, this is crazy, Coach. I'm not sure where we're at right now. Coach got a look at Dylan, and even he went to laughing as well. I mean, now that's dedication right there, Will. It is dressed as the opposite here today, so you're dressed up as your normal self, so I guess that's the same thing right now to do.
We didn't get the memo.
We didn't. When he walked in the gym, my jaw dropped. I mean, he's got the brace on like Abby Wilson. I mean, hats off to him for pulling it off.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Let's talk about some basketball here. What a crazy JV game that was, man. The Mules, gutsy performance, got the win 48-47. Got to be proud.
It's a good game. You know, they hung around and been struggling here lately, and they're just trying to find a way to win. I mean, it's kind of a gutsy shot to take, and he knocked it down. So the kids have been playing hard, and it's good to see them get a win.
Let's talk about last night. And first off, Coach, I know the Mules didn't get the win, but, man, we went toe-to-toe with the number 4 team in the state, and we nearly pulled one out.
I thought our kids played hard. You know, they played good. We didn't execute at times when we needed to. I mean, we got down and we got it to within 3, then got back down, got it to within 5, and we had our shots and just couldn't pull it out. But our guys went over there and battled. And New Madrid's a good team. They got Jadis and BJ. They're really good players, and I felt like we did a good job. We just didn't do enough.
I feel like those guys have been in high school 10 years, honestly.
And it's crazy. They're still a juniors.
They're only juniors, too, exactly.
They're going to be in another year.
You know, what was your message to the team last night following the game? Because they almost came away with a win. There was a couple of times where we had it down to a one-possession game, and we just couldn't get over the hump, so to speak.
Just to tell them to keep grinding them out. Like, we're right there in every game, and they're still competing, and the kids' attitudes are great in practice. And in a situation that we've been in, that stretch that we've been in, it's easy for the kids just to, almost quit on you and be, disappointed and all that. But the kids they're still smiling, their kids still working, and it's going to pay off eventually. If it's not this season, it's going to pay off for the kids in life. Hopefully, it'll be for us at the end of the season.
Absolutely. Let's talk about tonight here, and you got a kid that you're going to be guarding here. Not you, but your teammates are going to be guarding Cole Nichols, the all-time new leading scorer right now in Dexter history, over 1,800 career points. The question is, how do you stop him?
You got to run a couple people at him. He's a good player, it's one of those things. He can score on all 3 levels. He really knows how to use his body and get to the free throw line, and then on top of that, he can shoot free throws. So, it's going to be a tough task. We played him earlier this year, and we ran multiple people at him, and he still had 20 on us. So we're going to have to lock in and play good help defense.
And then talk about some of your players. I know that Gavin Rivers last night took the night off. He had some swelling in his knee. Where's he stand tonight? And I do see him out there dressed out, so he might give it a go maybe?
Yeah, it's still day-to-day. We're kind of evaluating and let him warm up a little bit and see how he feels. And, for us, we need him more at the end of the year than we do right now. We like to have him in there and competing. He's been a leader for us this year, and was either our leading or second leading scorer, and you subtract that from what we have, it's a big dent in what we're doing. But it's, at the end of the day, we'd rather have him in district than these games right now. So we're going to take it day by day and see how he feels.
Obviously, we played Dexter earlier this season. We got the win, but we both can agree sitting here that each team is a lot different than we were back in December.
Yeah. I mean, they're good. They're always well coached. Chad does a good job with these kids over there, and they got a couple good shooters and the nickel kid, and they play hard. They play hard. It's the SEMO Conference, and it doesn't matter what your record is or who you're facing. It's going to be a tough game.
Two more things here tonight, Coach. First off, happy Valentine's Day. I got you a gift. I got you this green drink. It's all yours.
It should be red. It's not St. Patrick's Day. I'm not drinking
St.
that.
Patrick's Day. I like it, Coach. To beat Dexter here tonight and get this team's confidence back to where it should be, what's it going to come down to?
We need to get the ball out of Nichols' hands, and we need to handle their pressure.
All I can say is best of luck against Colby Nichols, Coach, and we'll see you guys afterwards.
All right, thanks, man.
You betcha. Coach Will Durden joining us live. We're going to get back to Dylan Bratcher here, a.k.a. Abby Wilson. He kind of gives me that look, and I'll tell you what, Dylan, you've got a lot of eyeballs on you here tonight, so I can only imagine that you're going to have to get that student section fired up. Now, I see Abby Wilson down there, and it sounds like she's dressed up like Patrick Mahomes. Well, Tim, you got her on camera down there. You see her in the red.
She's actually me tonight.
Tell her get those student sections pumped up for me. We need everybody to get their hands. There we go. Now they're kind of clapping. There they go. There they go.
You know what's funny, though? She's actually dressed like me because I'm one of the biggest Chiefs fans here.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up because you understand that win on Sunday night was weak, right?
Yeah.
That was not a holding call, Dylan.
Yeah, but, you like to see how anything happens in a game, obviously, but a win's a win.
All right, so I know you want to get back over there to your student section, to your fans, so look in that camera and right up here. And what do you want to tell your folks watching right now? I'm sure your mom and dad's going to be watching this too.
Hey, Mom and Dad, I'm happy tonight. I love you guys and everybody down there. We're going to win tonight, all right? Shout out to all the kids in the student section. Dexter Bearcats are going down, baby.
Oh, my God. I'll tell you what, Dylan, thank you so much for coming up, or Abby, whoever you are. Enjoy the ball game and get that student section fired up for us. So Dylan Bratcher joining us live here tonight as we get ready for Mules basketball. By the way, Dylan, man, he is a great baseball player. We're going to see him coming up in March for baseball season. Can't wait for that. And if you're tuning in right now on social media, watching us on Facebook and on YouTube, you got to go back and watch that because that's a good interview with Dylan. He's really gutsy to come in here dressed up as Abby Wilson. By the way, Abby plays really good basketball for the Lady Mules. She is injured for the rest of this season, but it's always good to see these kids supporting each other and all that. All right, coming up next, we've got who we believe are going to be the starting five, and then we are about 11 minutes away from tip-off. It is the Mules and the Bearcats. We are live in Poplar Bluff. You're watching and listening to Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions, 785-1500.
Want a career and not just another job? It's waiting for you at Briggs & Stratton. Great pay, great benefits, and continuing education. Everything you and your family deserve. Go to careers.basco.com and look at Poplar Bluff job openings.
All right, so we are back here with our starting lineups on who we believe are going to be the starting 5 here tonight. Let's start with the away team on the scoreboard. They are the Dexter Bearcats. They are coming in to this ball game with a record of 17-6 on the year. They are also 2-4 in the SEMO Conference. By the way, they are coming in offensively averaging 64 points a ball game. Defensively, they are giving up 60, or make that 46 points a ball game. You look at what the Dexter Bearcats have done this year. They have won their last 4, or make that their last 5 out of 6 ball games. Their last loss came against Sykeston back on the 6th of February. The Dexter Bearcats, by the way, has last won districts all the way back in 2017, 2018. They are being coached by Chad Allen. He is in his 4th season as the head boys basketball coach with a record of 68-38, a winning percentage of 642. And he's being assistant coached by Rob Nichols. Here's who we believe are going to be the starting 5 for the Dexter Bearcats. We believe it's going to be a heavily senior-dominated lineup here tonight, especially on the starting 5. We believe it's going to be number 1, Braden Pullum, a 6'1" senior. Number 2, Chris Stone, a 6'2" senior. Number 15, Cole Nichols, a 6'2" senior. By the way, Cole Nichols, he is now the all-time leading scorer in Dexter Bearcat history. Number 15, Truman Kraft, a 6'1" senior. Number 24, Peyton Bowles, he is a 6'4" senior. Those are the starting 5 for the Bearcats out of Dexter. And now let's switch sides and get to the Poplar Bluff Mules. The Mules are coming in, the home team on the night. Overall this season, they are 8-12 in the SEMO Conference. They are 2-3. The Mules offensively averaging 63 points on offense. Defensively, they are giving up around 65 points a ball game. By the way, the last time the Mules won districts was all the way back in 2020, 2021. The Mules have won against Kennett, Notre Dame, and then lost to New Madrid on Monday night. The Mules are being coached by Will Durden. He is in his 11th season as the head coach. He's got a record of 164-112, a winning percentage of .594. He is also being assisted by Aaron Duncan and Dominique Hardiman. Let's take a look now at who we believe are going to be the starting 5 and the first off the bench. Let's start with the first off the bench for the Mules here tonight. We believe it'll be number 1, Isaiah Neville, a 6'1" junior, also off the bench here tonight. We believe number 3, Gavin Rivers, a 6'4" senior. Also number 13, Preston Moore, a 6'4" junior. And number 24, Marlon Hitman-Roberson. He is a 6' junior. Now the starting 5 here tonight. We believe it's going to look something like this. 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and 1 sophomore. Number 2, Darius Graham. Graham had 5 points last night, averaging 13 points a ball game. He is a 6' junior. Also getting a start tonight, number 10, Torrance Williams. He is a 6'5" junior. Number 14, David Durbin. He is a 6'2" senior. Also number 30, Brendan Durden. He had 15 points last night. He is a 6' sophomore. And number 33, Jack Scott, a 6'6" senior. Those are the starting 5 and the first off the bench for the Bearcats and for the Poplar Bluff Mules. And now we're going to welcome in my Valentine this year. I've got John Scott. I thought you weren't going to be here tonight, John.
Well, happy Valentine's Day, Frankie. I just couldn't miss it. I wanted to come see this game against Dexter.
Okay,
tonight.
Listen, I did something nice for you for Valentine. I got you a gift.
All right.
I got you a gift. You ready for this gift?
I'm ready.
All right. I want to make sure. Is that what we're doing, Tim? We're good? All right. So this is what we got. I got you this for a gift. This is your gift.
Is this really mine?
This is really yours until the game starts.
No,
it's not.
Mine.
You're supposed to say you don't want
I'll drink that fast.
Coach Durden said he didn't want it, so that's why I gave it to
something
you.
extra in there. What you start putting it in the bottle? What's up with that, Frankie?
I can shake it better.
Shake it better. And
that's the reason why. Seriously, I can shake this better.
Baby.
Whenever I had it in my little cups or whatever, the straws, I didn't want to spill it, but now I can shake it up.
Coach would knock it over, right?
Coach Pylan, if you're listening, that's why I did this, because you knock it over.
It's the Pylan rule.
It's the Pylan rule for sure. So I'm glad you're with us. I'm glad you decided to come out of retirement and get over here on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, my contract holdout was a short one. So, yeah, I was glad to be here. Got back in town tonight. Going to do this game. It's going to be fun. Good crowd. Band's playing. Students are fired up.
By the way, I don't know if you've seen this or not, but did you see Dylan Brasher?
Yes.
Abby Wilson come up here. She changed her looks a lot, but she come up here and interview tonight.
Yeah. She's looking good tonight, Frankie.
I tell you what, that's pretty impressive to have him come over here and dress up like her. It's pretty cool to see, too.
Oh, it was actually nice. I like to see the kids with a good spirit like that to do something. The Mule Barn, let those kids express themselves in a positive way. And, it plays that helps the team, lightens things up a little bit. Be some great memories for these kids going forward in life.
So, Dexter, Poplar Bluff tonight, we found out that Gavin Rivers had some inflammation in his right knee. That's why he didn't dress last night. He is out there tonight warming up. He's going to try to give it a go. If he is even, let's say, 60%, he's going to give Dexter a big problem here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. We played Dexter early in the year, got the win, but they were playing, I think it was their fourth night in a row, or at least third night in a row that they were playing. And so, we caught them when they were a little bit tired, and I feel like they didn't quite have their legs. Obviously, a senior-laden team, really good scorer on the team. So I like our chances tonight. But, yeah, we need Gavin to step up. He's been playing kind of injured a few games and just need a little bit of rest to get caught. So coming off of last night, I felt like we played a really good game last night.
Me too.
Against a really good team. We always match up well against New Madrid. And, man, we were close in that game. Free throws might have had something to do with it. But either way, I feel like that was good for the team. We've been playing well the last week or so. And I'd like to see us come out strong tonight, get the win.
All right, we're going to see what happens. We're going to take on the radio broadcast. We're going to thank our sponsors here real fast. We're going to come back for the opening tip-off. Don't go anywhere. Coming up toward the bottom of the hour, it is the Mules and the Bearcats. We're back in 40 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Christian Automotive and Tire. Quality name brand tires that you know and trust. They also have ASE certified mechanics that have the training, tools, and knowledge to fix your vehicle right the first time. Business 67 South in Poplar Bluff. Eye Care Specialists is committed to the protection and the preservation of the precious gift of sight. Nothing is more important than your eyesight. That's the way the doctors of Eye Care Specialists see it.
All right, so we are back here as we get set for the opening tip-off. And the first thing that we're going to do, one of the best bands in Southeast Missouri, I think you would agree to that, John. We're going to go down courtside for our Show Me Marching Band. And they're going to be performing our national anthem here live at the Poplar Bluff Senior High School. And we're going to wait for everybody to rise. And now we will have our Show Me Marching Band with our national anthem. Outstanding job here by the Show Me Marching Band. And John, it's so nice to see the students, the players, the attendants all standing up, even kids behind us, younger than my kiddos, having their hands over their hearts.
Yes, absolutely, Frankie. Good to see. I love the live band at a basketball game. We've seen that a lot on our home games, and I like the sound of that. The echo in the gym is cool.
That's right. Braden Pullum and Chris Stone, a 6'2" senior, getting the introduction. Number 15, Cole Nichols, the new all-time leading scorer at Dexter. Truman Kraft, a 6'1" senior, and number 24, Peyton Bowles. He is a 6'4" senior. And now let's turn it over to the Poplar Bluff Mules. And let's see who is going to get the start tonight. Looks like Darius Graham will get the first introduction. He is a 6' junior. Also number 10, Torrance Williams. He is a 6'5" junior. Also number 14, David Durbin rather. He is a 6'2" senior. Number 30, Brendan Durden, a 6' sophomore. And number 24, Marlon Hickman Roberson. He is a 6' junior. So we were 4 out of 5 on the starting lineups here tonight. So we'll see what the Mules have in store for their rival, the Dexter Bearcats. We are so honored that you are spending time with us on a Tuesday night. Randy Moore tuning in, watching Preston Moore. Him and Tammy watching all the way from Brosley. And Carson in all capital letters, one word, talking about Dylan Bratcher as he dressed up tonight as Abby Wilson. All right, Torrance Williams, Peyton Bowles in the middle. I'm Frankie Castile, John Scott, and Tim Hicks is on the camera. And we are underway. It'll be controlled by the Poplar Bluff Mules. They are going from right to left on your radio dial and your TV screen. So now Durbin over to Darius Graham, just underway on a Tuesday night. David Durbin, wide open three. Oh, this one's no good. I thought that was going to go in.
Streak ends.
Streak ends indeed. I thought that was going to go in. Chris Stone going to hand off to Braden Pullum. One thing you don't want to do is get into a shootout with the Bearcats. They are very good. They won the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. They won the Stoddard County Tournament. This team knows how to win.
Oh, they're a team that'll drive you crazy. They'll run this offense, run it, and score.
So now the Mules, once again, a three-point basket by Pullum is no good. Rebounded by Darius Graham. It went out of bounds. It's going to belong to the Bearcats. 7:06 to play here in the opening quarter. So glad you're tuning in. Let us know what team you're going for tonight, whether it's the Bearcats or the Mules, and make sure and share the video feed tonight. We want folks to be able to see the kids play. Big shot there taken by the Bearcats. Cole Nichols of all people. Go figure that, right?
Oh, yeah, he doesn't miss.
He does not miss. He is almost Mr. Automatic. Nichols already the all-time leading scorer now in Dexter history. What a move by Torrance Williams, and he will tie the ball game up. Good assist there by David Durbin, and it is a quick 2-2 tie. Mules double team there on Cole Nichols there. Good job by Darius Graham and David Durbin on the double team. Peyton Bowles now top of the key. Mules that drop back in a 2-3 zone for a moment anyway. Cole Nichols, he's already got the first 2 points here by the Bearcats. He is not afraid to shoot the ball, that's for sure. Oh, Marlon Hickman Roberson out of position, but good job there by the Mules. And rebounded by Torrance Williams. Here comes Brendan Durden. He goes up. By the way, I'm not sure if I told you this last night, but Mules last night committed a record-breaking 32 fouls in a ball game, and New Madrid only had a record low 13.
Yeah, that sounds about right, actually, and that's after they called about 3 fouls on New Madrid in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Before that, it was more lopsided than that, really.
It really was. All right, Lisa Pfister is tuning in. Maroon and white, fight, 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 she says. Glad to have her alongside here tonight. She is, I believe, in Illinois, if I'm not mistaken.
Far away land of Illinois.
Big three-point basket. Darius Graham is no good. It's rebounded by Chris Stone. And now we'll see what the Bearcats can do with it. Dexter has 1 foul here on the night. Mules and the Bearcats all knotted up at 2 points apiece. 3-point basket is no good. Darius Graham with a big rebound. One thing about Cole Nichols, he is not afraid to shoot. Darius Graham, the running floater inside the lane, and gives the Mules a 2-point lead. It is 4-2. Last night, Darius Graham kind of had a small off night, only had 5 points in the whole ball game.
Yeah, he got hurt. You know, he's got his hand taped up tonight. He was bleeding a little bit, too, in that game. They had a lot of injuries, kind of weird things, but tonight, he's going to have to bring it all. So far, we've been good on the glass, getting the rebounds.
Oh, what a good shot by Truman Kraft. That's a three-pointer, and now it's a 5-4 ball game by the Bearcats. They're going to say that was a 3-point ball, I thought, but they're saying maybe it was a long 2.
Foot was on the line. Those Bearcats have a long toe, and it's on the line.
No, it's a 3-point. It's whatever. They got it right now. I was going to say that was. I watched the replay here, and there was no way that was a 2-pointer.
Whatever a Bearcat is.
Torrance Williams, a big 2-pointer there in the corner, 6-5. We're going back and forth right now with him.
Torrance having a good game. I like that. When he starts strong like that, he usually has a good game.
Gavin Rivers is going to come in here momentarily for the Mules, so that's good to see him back in the lineup. Boy, when Gavin's in the lineup, it just gives a certain spark to Poplar Bluff. 3-point basket is up and good by Chris Stone. His first bucket of the ball game. Truman Kraft on the assist, and now it is 8-6 Bearcats. Boy, so far each team off to a pretty good start. The Mules 3 out of 5, 3 out of 6 by the Bearcats. Oh, the Mules are going to throw it away. Marlon Hitman-Roberson, him and Durden, some miscommunication. So Gavin Rivers.
A lot different pace tonight. You know, we played that game against New Madrid last night where it's pretty frenetic up and down.
It was very much up and down.
People stealing. And this Dexter game's just a different kind of game.
Good steal there by Gavin Rivers. He's only in the ball game for about 2 seconds and already making a difference. Good backdoor cut there, and Gavin Rivers able to track it down. They're going to wave the shot off and say he traveled, the shot went in. Go figure that.
Good to see that. You know, Gavin's got good skill, shoots it well, quick.
So now the Mules down the floor now. Steven says, teamwork Mules. So now Cole Nichols guarded by David Durbin. Durbin doing a good job on him. Somehow he always draws a short straw on the best players.
Yeah.
3-point basket is good by Chris Stone. That is his second 3-pointer of the ball game. And now it is a 5-point game over Bluff. 11-6 now the score.
Yeah, Durbin, he plays really hard, and his reward is to guard the best player on the other team. But he does a good job.
He does. Going to get a foul coming up on the Bearcats. It'll be the second team foul for the Bearcats. And it'll be on Peyton Bowles. And we're going to see Preston Moore coming in for Randy and Tammy watching us right now in Barosley, Missouri. David Durbin going to check out here. So far, Torrance Williams and Darius Graham, the only 2 members of Bluff to score right now. Oh, what a laser pass to Preston Moore. He goes up and he draws contact. Boy, that could have been easily 2 points right there.
Oh, yeah, good look, good pass.
And that may be on Peyton Bowles again. If it is, it's number 2, and it is. That's a big foul.
Oh, yeah, that's a good pass. And Preston, was able to catch the ball, not quite go up with it right away, but he got the foul.
First one is up and good by Preston Moore.
100% on the night, Frankie, from the line.
So now we're going to see Peyton Bowles taking a seat for the Bearcats on the other end. Isaiah Neville going to come in now for Brendan Durden. Ethan Zablin is coming in for the Bearcats. He wears number 5. 3:11 to play here in the first quarter, and the second one is up, and it is good. So far, you are correct. 100% right now for the Mules. 11-8 now the score. 3-point ball game. 3 minutes to play here in the first. Good student section here tonight. I guess that's Abby Wilson's sister out there. I guess we can call her that tonight. Oh, what a move by Cole Nichols. He splits the defense.
Oh, he's smooth with it.
13-5, or 13-8 rather, the score. Mules are down by 5. Torrance Williams' shot is too strong. It is rebounded that time by Chris Stone and the Bearcats now. Keith Porter is tuning in from Arkansas. Says, go Mules.
Well, Porter's a world traveler. He's everywhere.
He is. Darius Graham's going to be called for the foul. Jim Carrier down there. Also Patrick Morton as well. Some of our officials here tonight. Graham picks up his first, and that'll be team foul number 1 as well. 2:26 to play here in the first quarter. Mules trail by 5 at 13-8. Three-pointers have killed the Mules so far here in the first quarter of play. The Bearcats, they are 3 out of 5. Graham, what a steal by him. And we may get a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Bearcats. But that's just good hustle by Darius Graham.
Yeah, you know, it's Dexter, we're playing their pace right now. That's the difference in the game. And it's frustrating for a team like the Mules, used to that running and gunning up and down. All of a sudden, you've got to deal with the slower pace deal. Every possession matters. Every possession counts. Dexter's going to score on a lot of their possessions, so we're going to have to do the same if we're going to stay in the game.
So Durden rather is back in the ball game here. Had some condensation there on the floor they had to wipe up. 2:12 to play, and now the Bearcats will be handed the ball now. And we are back to live action. 2:08 to play here in the first quarter. 13-8 now the score. Boy, Gavin Rivers, we missed him last night in New Madrid. Pullum, oh, what a move, and now we're going to get a foul on Torrance Williams, and I didn't think he touched him at all. I thought it was, he hit the backboard.
Yeah, hit the bottom of the rim.
That's what I thought. They don't pay me to tell you what I think, though.
I mean, we have a pretty good vantage point, Frankie.
I have
Those
a great
refs are
vantage
way
point.
far away from
They are. First one is up and good by Braden Pullum. It's now 14-8 the score. 6-point ball game now. Nice little crowd here tonight on Facebook and on YouTube. Oh, Jeff and Connor Schuchard is tuning in the ball game. Boy, that's a smart kid, by the way, Connor.
Oh,
He's a very smart kid.
No kidding. Didn't like to see that, Frankie. They get the offensive rebound on a missed free throw, but then we had a tie-up, so we'll get the ball. But you don't like to see Dexter get that rebound on a missed free throw.
No. Three-point basket is no good by Rivers, and this one is going to be taken at that time by Ethan Zablin. Here comes Chris Stone the other direction. Good move outside, and three ball to Braden Pullum. Saw that one going in. No, timeout called.
Oh, I thought he teed him up. He was jawing with the crowd.
No, it's going to be a 30-second timeout here by the Dexter Bearcats. Logan Joshapat checks in the ball game now. He come in a second ago. And that is the first timeout called here by Poplar Bluff. It is a 17-8 score here in the early going as the Mules take a quick timeout, brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge and Poplar Bluff. So, big board meeting coming up on Thursday.
Yeah, we got
a lot of great things going on Thursday.
Yeah, I'll miss the game, but we'll have you tuned in. I think I'll pull you up on my phone and ignore the meeting and watch the game. No, my second to last meeting, and we've got this is the meeting that we renew extra duty contracts for people and do some administrative stuff.
I think I'm on the chopping block this year. I think I'm on the menu.
It's going to be a tough one.
It's good. I don't think I have the votes to come back.
I'll do what I can for you.
Jack Scott's in the ball game. Gavin Rivers now to Isaiah Neville. Neville's could not get the shot to go down. Thought that was going to go for a second. It was a good look by Isaiah Neville. And now Nichols got the rebound. Durden now.
Oh, he's hooking him.
Tell you what, Mules once again on the outside as Preston Moore watches. Marlon Hickman-Roberson is going to be called for the foul. Hickman-Roberson, or they're going to call that on Gavin Rivers. That'll be his first team foul number 3 now for the Mules. So each team with 3 personal fouls. 17-8 right now. The Mules trail. Are you surprised kind of by this score in the early going?
I am indeed. I thought it'd be a little closer, but
Pullum could not get the shot to go. Neville with the rebound. Neville in double coverage. He goes up and draws contact. And he's going to shoot 2 free throws coming up.
Dexter's shooting really well from the 3. You know, 8 points in the first quarter. That's not our usual game. We got to get going here a little bit and get back in it. Dexter, if they get much of a lead, they'll just slow it down.
Isaiah Neville knocks down the first free throw. It's now 17-9. I'll see this guy, Matt Wilkerson, tomorrow morning. We're going to do a whole 3 hours live, uninterrupted. No commercials. You notice how he walked off from me, don't you?
Yeah. You're going to get down to the nugget of truth. 3-hour discussion.
Boy, take a sniff of that right there.
Oh, good Lord.
Good
Lord. What do you got in that thing,
That is the green drink at its
now
best.
I see why you like that green drink. Lord. But you better put the lid back on that. The cops will come up here and search you.
That is strong.
Oh, that is strong. Boy, that's something good in there.
It does. Oh, what a good move by Zablin. And he is able to knock down the shot. Good assist by Cole Nichols. It's now 19-10. Coming up on the final moments here of the first quarter. Good backdoor pass there to Jack Scott. Scott's shot is up and no good, but look who got the offensive rebound there. And just like that, the Mules with a 7-point deficit. We're going to go to quarter number 2. And the Mules trail 19-12. You're watching live coverage of Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Protecting your toys are just as important as protecting your daily driver. First Choice Insurance can help find the coverage for your ATVs, boats, and campers that will give you peace of mind and not break your bank. So don't forget to allow First Choice Insurance to review your insurance needs today.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is a family-owned one-stop shop for fast, friendly, and affordable automotive services with the latest tools and technology as well as their time-tested automotive knowledge. They're guaranteed to get your vehicle fixed without breaking the bank.
Larry Hillis is a proud sponsor of Mule Sports. Local sports, local fans, and local business. A winning combination.
And we are back here as we get set for the second quarter of play. And the Mules right now, a big steal by Marlon Hickman-Roberson. And we're going to get a whistle here and a foul off the bat as the Mules quickly now. Great job there by the Mules. Anna Smith is tuning in. She says, "Let's go Bearcats." Glad to have the Bearcats alongside tonight. Foul there picked up by Dexter. So now the Mules with it. Torrance Williams in the corner to Jack Scott, and Scott goes in and scores. That was a good move by Jack.
I like to see that. You know, he's got the clear size advantage, strength advantage against this team. Just pound it down their throat and make them like it, right, Frankie? It's Valentine's Day.
That's pretty funny, actually. Three-point basket is no good.
Yeah.
And rebounded there by the Mules as Darius Graham is back in the ball game. And we're going to get a whistle here, and it may be a timeout here by the Bearcats. I think it is.
Yeah, make them burn a timeout. That's okay.
Possession arrow does favor Poplar Bluff. By the way, our broadcast here tonight being brought to you by our good friends at First Midwest Bank. It's also being brought to you by Kevin's Auto Repair. Also, PB Realty Legacy Farm and Land Specialists, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, Russians Towing, also Air Solutions in Poplar Bluff. And Don Hicks says a big shout out to the Mule Barn. That's right, big Mule Barn here tonight.
Oh yeah, you know, I got to give a shout out to my man Owen Sutton over there. If anybody knows Owen, he used to have really long crazy hair and he got it cut, and they tried to, some girls tried to dye it a certain color. Anyway, he looks just like Eminem. It's crazy. He looks exactly like Eminem.
Wow.
And the guy needs to go on a road and do like Eminem impersonations. He could retire.
So now Bluff now back on defense here as Jack Scott hit a big shot a moment ago. Mules right now doing everything they can to stay with the Bearcats. Chris Stone is back in the ball game. Also, Logan Joshapat back in as well. Ethan Zablin is in the ball game. Also back in Truman Kraft as well, and Braden Pullum.
You know what we're seeing?
Going to be a turnover on the Bearcats.
Yeah, we got a good lineup. Coach has figured this out. He's running with a bigger lineup. He's got Torrance and Jack at the same time. Clear size advantage against Dexter, and a slower paced game like that really has helped. It's really gotten us back in the game.
Absolutely. Make sure and hit that share button for us on social media tonight, if you'd be so kind, here on Valentine's Day. 6:34 in counting, and we're going to get a whistle and maybe a foul coming up. Both teams have 4 timeouts left. Oh, Coach Allen, he's about ready to go after
Tee him up.
I tell you what, I like the way.
He's got a decent argument, but he does get wound up, man.
Oh, that's a big foul on Cole Nichols, and that is number 2 on him. That's why he's wound up right now. They called that foul on Cole Nichols.
Torrance, I won't say he ran over him, but he ran over him.
3-point basket by Hickman Roberson is no good. Rebounded by Darius Graham, who goes up and scores off the backboard. And don't look now, John, but the Mules have come back.
Yeah, we got back in it here. This is a good lineup.
Mules are definitely back in the game now. They're down by just 3 points. And this one's going to be off the knee of Logan Joshapat. Turnover, and the Mules get it right back.
The thing about Dexter is if we can get a lead on them, they're going to have a hard time. I mean, they shoot it well, and they got one real good scorer, but they're not a team that gets up and down very fast. And if we can get a little bit of a lead, get back here, get up a little bit at half, and then blow it open in the third quarter, we'll be all right.
Steven, and I appreciate that, my friend. I'm not sure all that means. I'll have to have Tim explain it to me at the break. He sent me 99 stars. I appreciate that.
Hey, that's
Jack
money,
Scott,
right?
I don't know. I have no idea what that means.
There's Jackie scoring some points tonight.
He's got 4. He's on pace to have 65 on the the night.
He might have a career high.
Could be a state record.
There you go.
Oh, look at the steal by Brendan Durden. Go up and score, big fella.
Look at that.
Durden goes coast to coast. The Mules have regained the lead. They lead by 1.
Style points on that one.
On the other end, we're going to get a foul, I believe, on Jack Scott this time. Or is it going to be maybe on Marlon Hickman-Roberson, maybe?
You know, I think that first bucket, I think Jack's got 6 tonight, Frankie. I don't want to say it. It's my kid, but that first shot, I don't know. I'd be interested to see what this official scorebook says. He announced it, but either way, it went in and it counted, so that was good.
You talking about the one that Torrance Williams did the tip in on?
I think Torrance went up. I don't know if he tipped it.
I think he tipped it. I hate to say that, but
I'll be interested. That's whoever's on the mic.
Nichols misses the first shot. Pullum also could not get the shot to go. It's going to go off of Pullum's knee.
Ball. Yeah, it is.
It's going to go back to the Mules.
So we're up 5 minutes. He's running the big. It's working.
It is working. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. What was that? New York says they gave the points to Torrance Williams.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going off of our Mike, our
I'm not
PA,
sure who is that guy down there?
Oh, that's old preacher. That's our junior high coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
He sounds good.
He's pretty smooth. If he had a good sound system, he'd probably sound really good. Not sure how you have a building like this with a sound system.
Oh,
like
my
this.
goodness. Darius Graham's shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Cole Nichols.
Dave McCormick. I couldn't think of his name.
Dave McCormick, yes. He also coaches the freshman team, I believe,
yes,
if I'm not mistaken. Nichols' shot is no good. Here comes Darius Graham back in transition. He'll back it out, reset the offense. Marlon Hickman-Roberson, he goes up top. It's no good. And no good there by the Mules, rebounded by the Bearcats. Pull-up jumper is up and no good. Torrance Williams off the missed shot by Nichols. And here we go the other way, and we're going to get a turnover on Torrance Williams. 20-19 is the score. The Mules have outscored Dexter in this quarter 8-0.
Yeah, you got to have your dribblers dribbling, right, Frank?
I'm going to have to get another hit of this drink.
Man, don't stick that into my nose, because I don't know what I'll do.
This reminds me of going back to Joplin again all over it.
I was going to say that. Now I get it. It's important to keep that in that container with the lid tightly. You need a lock for that thing, actually.
We had a blast in Joplin. We tore the house down.
It was good, yeah, man. Waffle House. Joplin Waffle House was fun.
we come walking in or stumbling in at 4 a.m. Got no sleep that night.
Well, we had things to solve. We had issues to deal with, Frankie. We had to work it out.
We did, and we worked it out. 3-point basket again by Stone is no good. Look at Torrance Williams battling for another rebound. This kid, the last couple of games, man, he has really come alive.
Oh, he's such a big, strong athlete, and he really makes some space out there.
Preston Moore now back to Torrance Williams. 3:51 to play. Bounce pass to Jack Scott. Isaiah Neville gets a little bit of space. The running floater is no good. Preston Moore with the offensive rebound.
Oh, yeah, caught him sleeping. That's good, hard work.
How about that, Randy and Tammy? You got to like that by Preston Moore. Cole Nichols threw up a shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Darius Graham, or make that Isaiah Neville, rather.
Now Dexter foul. Now we've got them playing our pace, and they're not suited for that. You see the Dexter guys standing around, hands on their knees, gasping for air, committing fouls, missing shots. This is what we like.
So Chris Stone picks up the foul. Jack Scott going to take his seat for a quick breather. Darius Graham is back in. I got to be honest with you. I got to grab a breather right now watching them run up and down the court so much.
Yeah, that second quarter's been Poplar Bluff.
Hey, guess who's tuning in right now? Not Grandma Jackie is too, but my good buddy Ron Withrow is tuning in.
Ron Withrow, he's a good, loyal listener, right, Frankie?
I think he tried to call me this morning, and I had some issues with our phone system at the office. Boy, Nichols right now, he is really struggling, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul coming up as Zablin got the rebound, and Preston Moore picks up the foul.
I think Nichols, when Torrance and he collided,
yeah,
Torrance got the better end of that deal.
Kind
of a bust with a bicycle thing, and that may have thrown him off just a little bit.
So now the inbound to the Bearcats. Braden Pullum now. Ron and I can tell where he's going now. The baseball season is literally around the corner. Something tells me that Ron may call me this week, John, and say he's on that Cubby bandwagon. You never know. I feel it in my bones. Yeah. It's going to happen.
This may be the year, huh?
It might be the year, Ron. He'll probably text something negative here in a minute. Pullum, three-point shot in the corner. It's no good. Another rebound again by Torrance Williams. I'll tell you what, they are struggling from behind the arc right now. They are 4 out of 9, and Dexter at this point has still not scored a single point in this quarter. Mules have outscored them 10-0. Preston Moore again goes up. What a move by the big fella.
Nice left hand. That's good hard work in the summer right there.
That was great work for sure. 24-19. Mules now their biggest lead of the ball game. It's up by 5. Isaiah Neville caused that turnover by Pullum in the corner.
Well, Dexter's rattled right now. Be a good time for their coach to call a timeout, but I hope he doesn't.
Darius Graham and Brendan Durden. He does call a timeout after all. You jinxed him.
Well,
so
yeah,
Dexter now going to call a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. Our timeouts are being brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
All right, so we are back here live in Poplar Bluff. The Mules right now shooting 50%. They are 10 out of 20. Meanwhile, the Bearcats, they are shooting 35% right now. I want to get to Torrance Williams more specifically. He's already got 6 points and 5 rebounds here in the ball game in the first half.
Oh yeah, he's coming along the last few games for sure. Such a big athlete, and when he gets the bucket early, he has a good first little bit of the game. He's tough the whole game, and that's what we're seeing tonight. So far.
Pamela Davis tells me as we see Preston Moore shoot the three-point shot, I now know why Preston Moore is doing so well today. Apparently, according to Pamela Davis, it must have been the PB cookie that he had today. Look at this dunk. There you go. Gavin Rivers. Boy, that's got to feel nice on the steal and the dunk.
Nice little two-handed jam.
Good job there by the officials. Dale, look at Durden.
Yes.
Durden with a big steal. Tell you what, man, this Mules team all of a sudden, they have come out, lights out. Preston Moore again goes up and scores.
The score's not right on the scoreboard, didn't it, Frank? It should be 28.
I've got 28-19.
They got 26.
Well, that's why you believe me. That's
They're
why.
wrong.
That's what.
They
now
got
they
it.
got it. That's why I gave the 2 points to Torrance Williams earlier.
The scoreboard operator was spellbound by that two-handed jam.
28-19 the score with 1:19 to go here in the first half. Mills pick up a 6th foul. Torrance Williams now. That's his 2nd personal at the free throw line. Cole Nichols, right now the Mules, they have actually held Cole Nichols to 4 points, make it 5.
He'll get his points.
Oh, he'll get his points, no doubt about it.
But one guy, I'll knock on wood, one guy won't beat you. This guy might beat you, but most of the time one guy won't beat you.
28-20 to score. That's their first point of the entire second quarter. Another rebound by Torrance Williams. This kid has been phenomenal tonight. So now Gavin Rivers, he's got his first bucket a moment ago. Now we're going to get a whistle, and it's going to be a lane violation on the Mules.
I don't see that very often.
Trying to see, they called that one on Durden.
Yeah.
He
might have been in there.
Yeah, I think he was in there for a while.
You don't see that very often.
I counted 3.6 seconds. 1 minute to go here in the first half.
Serious about his seconds.
You're not kidding. Cole Nichols now, turnaround jumper, and there's the points. We talked about that. Goes up and over Gavin Rivers.
So smooth.
It is now a 6-point ball game again. Coming up at halftime on camera, John Scott's going to juggle.
Got a chainsaw. And what else are we going to juggle?
I don't know. Oh, Darius Graham goes up. They're going to wave the shot. Oh, they're going to call the offense. Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Coach Durden, I think he just lost every bit of hair that he had left.
That other eyebrow. But, yeah, you know, we need to limp into half here. We got a 6-point lead. We don't need to let them get it in any closer than that.
Okay, so Miss Bratcher, when this game is done, you got to go back and watch the pregame, as I got the opportunity to interview your son, Dylan, and I guess he's Abby Wilson tonight. And you got to go back and watch that interview. It's very comical. He did a great job, by the way. Darius Graham, the running floater is no good. Ball's high in the air, still can't come up with it. And all of a sudden, Dexter now.
Yeah, that would have been a good time to maybe take a last shot.
Trying to make this a game again before halftime. Pullum now. Gets it out to Chris Stone. It's going to be blocked by Gavin Rivers. Oh, they can turn it into points.
Shoot it.
Shoot it, and it's no good. Oh, my goodness. What a good jumper, or good block there by Gavin Rivers. I mean, he took that out of Chris Stone's hands. My goodness. And we have reached halftime. 28-22 is the score. We'll be back, and we'll break down the first half. You're watching and listening to live coverage of Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Scott Law Firm is experienced in estate planning and the preparation of documents like wills and trusts. Let the Scott Law Firm help you protect your family and pass along your estate according to your terms.
All right, we are back here as we're taking commercials on the radio side, and we'll let Tim zoom in for the halftime entertainment here tonight for Poplar Bluff. I can't just stop talking because of the music rights. We'll get kicked off of Facebook and YouTube, and I do have a great attorney that will look into that for me.
Yeah, I hate to get kicked off, Frankie, at least for that. I mean, if we're going to get kicked off, let's crank this sucker up and see what we can do.
Unfortunately, that would work, except Facebook and YouTube police, they'd be on top of us pretty quick.
That's interesting. How does that work? Does it have like some kind of technology that just picks that up if there's music playing? Yeah,
I'm
like
assuming
some
so. Tim
Shazam
says yes.
type thing, which, talk about sorcery. That Shazam thing is sorcery. I mean, it blows me away to be able to take that and hit pop a song somewhere and it'll tell you what it is. I don't know, man. That's scary, Frankie. Times are passing us by.
Yeah, times have definitely changed, no doubt about that. We're going to come back here in just a moment, and we will get to our first half stats right now. Preston Moore, he leads the way right now for Poplar Bluff. He's got 8 points. He has had a phenomenal first half, and it sounds like it's because of the cookies that he had today, thanks to Miss Pamela Davis, from what it sounds like. Miss Pamela Davis, where exactly is my Valentine's Day cookie? I'm just saying. I mean, I'm allowed to ask that, right?
Is there anything really, Frankie, let's be honest, is there anything worse than Valentine's Day?
Yeah, actually there is. I'm glad you brought that up. When the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. That was a dark day.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a tough few days.
It's been a tough few days. There goes all the Chiefs fans. They're going to be mad at me now.
I mean, really, I always, there are times in life when you're not exactly having a great time on Valentine's Day, and then there's always somebody not having a great time.
Hey, I've had a great time on Valentine's Day the last 16 years.
Well, yeah, I know you have, Frankie, but
here we go on the radio.
Oh, here we go. Back up and running.
All right, so we are back here at the half, and the Mules right now lead it 28-22. And give me your thoughts here real fast on the first half here, John, before we go into the statistics. I like the way the Mules have played so far.
Yeah. Well, we started off slow, running the Dexter game. They got a big lead on us right away, and Coach made some adjustments. We ran a bigger lineup, got some points, and then we started running a little bit. Dexter got rattled, and we got a nice lead and looked like we were going to be able to put it away. And, of course, then Dexter, they're not going to just go away. So they come back. Cole Nichols gets hot, hits a few shots. But, yeah, overall, I like what we're doing. I like the adjustments we've made. We're going to have to do the same thing in the second half. We're going to have to run some size against these guys because we have them beat on size and strength if we have the right people on the court. And then we got to run a little bit with them, and I think we'll be in good shape.
I just had a text message from one of our fine police officers in Bluff, and they said, do I need to come up and give you a breathalyzer when this game is over?
All I can tell you, Frankie, is don't go driving around with that green drink in your car. That's probable cause to search.
That would be definitely probable cause, no doubt. All right, the Mules here. Dexter, first off, they are shooting 35% overall. They are just 8 out of 23, 4 of 10 from behind the arc. 2 of 4 on the free throw line, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 8 turnovers, no steals, and no block shots in the first half. Looking at the Mules, they are shooting 12 of 25 overall, 48%. They are 0 of 6 from behind the arc and 4 out of 5 on the free throw line. 17 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block shot, 5 steals, 5 turnovers. Right now, the Bearcats are led by Cole Nichols, 7 points overall, had 4 in the first, 3 in the second, 6 points by Chris Stone, all coming in that first quarter. And then 4 points by Braden Pullum, 4 in the first quarter, 3 by Truman Kraft coming in that first quarter, and 2 points by Ethan Zablin also coming in that first quarter. And by the way, the Bearcats outscored the Mules in the first quarter 19-12, and then the Mules outscored the Dexter Bearcats, are you ready for this? 16-3 in that second quarter. So the Mules, no doubt, had an amazing second quarter, and hopefully they will figure out a way to make that continue as the Bearcats only scored 3 points in that second quarter. The Mules, meanwhile, looking at their scoring, they are led by Preston Moore, 8 points overall, 6 of those coming in the second quarter alone, 6 points by Torrance Williams, all coming in the first quarter, 4 points by Darius Graham, and then 2 each by Gavin Rivers, Brendan Durden, and Isaiah Neville. Oh, by the way, Jack Scott, 4 points in the ball game. I know you want to say 6 points, but it is 4.
Hey, it counts as points regardless, Frank.
It does count as points
regardless.
Go back
to the replay.
And the Mules, well, New York's already called me and they said I was correct and you were wrong.
You've never been wrong, Frank.
I've never been wrong a day in my life.
I will admit.
But the Mules here, they are playing so well, and I want to believe that we're not peaking, obviously, but maybe at the right time, this team is coming together. Remember, we didn't have Gavin Rivers last night, and we played New Madrid very close. A lot of fouls on our behalf, 32 to be exact. I think if we have Gavin Rivers last night, it's a much different outcome.
Oh, easily could have been a much different outcome, even in the situation we were in. Yeah, I think the team, we had a tough stretch in there, got blown out a couple of games. Trip to Joplin wasn't great. But I feel like the ice, being off for a few days, kind of reset the team. And we've come back and played a little harder. And a team like this, they lose a few games and things aren't looking well, and they kind of bottom out. Then they start playing loose. And I think we're playing loose right now. And we're just kind of playing our game. So, yeah, I don't know if peaking is the right term, but I think coming together as a team, everybody learning their roles and making fewer mistakes and hitting some shots. and at the right time of the season. You know, we're getting down here toward the end, and we're going to have to make the best of it that we can, get ready for district play. It's not going to be easy. Try to get a few wins going forward. So yeah, so far so good, Frank.
All right, so I am wrong in my first time in my broadcast career. Your buddy Ed Norton's got your back, and I was just now told that Jack Scott officially has 6 points in the book.
Right on.
So
See,
there
Frankie,
you go.
That's all about the truth, man. I don't want to use fake news. I'll get associated with the fake news. And Eddie would know.
I think what happened is you paid him off to do that. That's how much. I want to know how much you paid him.
Send him a quick text.
By the way, Pamela Davis tells me that I can go to the lunch line at any time. They've got the best cookies at the high school. So there you go, John.
They do. You know, they do have good cookies. That's one of the things, one of the few things I'm going to miss from the school board is we get once a month. Our pay is essentially Chartwell's hooks us up with a meal. And sometimes we get cookies, man, and there's some good cookies they bring in there.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is if you and Tim can hold the fort down, I may go down and find me some cookies.
All right, on.
I didn't get any Valentine's Day
all
cookies.
All this cookie talk.
All the cookie talk.
It always turns around.
I don't want to stumble down the steps either with my green drink in my hand.
I'm not sure you need to do anything after that green drink. I can smell it. It's in my nose. Now I've got a problem. I'm going to have to walk home.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know we got a lot of viewers right now on social media, and I'm going to say this a lot coming up over the next few weeks, so just bear with me. Our community can't thank you enough, John, for your support over the last 9 years, your dedication to our school system. You've done a lot of great work. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than we're going to miss you on school board, and I know you'll still be around, obviously, and we've negotiated your contract. We're giving you 6 figures here to call the games. I mean, there's not much more that I can do on my end, but all joking aside, the folks watching, they love watching our live streams, and I'm telling you, I mean this, if it wasn't for you getting us started, we would not be able to live stream, and we owe a lot of gratitude to you for all you've done for not only the school, but allowing us to get started with streaming. And now it's really gone literally worldwide with our streaming because so many folks from Bluff, so many folks around the country watch because of Bluff, and you've got a big hand in that, whether you like it or not.
Oh, I appreciate that, Frankie. You know, it's been a pleasure to serve on the school board. It's been a great thing in my life to improve and learn. But this streaming stuff, you know, when COVID hit, it was a huge mess, and it was a very difficult time everywhere. And it all came together. I didn't know you at all. I heard you on the radio when we met one day, and we started talking about it. And it's flourished into something that people are doing. And I love that we can provide people who are unable to be here with the opportunity to not only hear the game, but also see the game and see their family members, kids, and friends play.
Absolutely. Very well said. Mules are back in action now. Back on the floor. Same starting 5 on both sides, with the exception that Darius Graham is in the ball game right now, as is David Durbin. Graham's shot is no good, rebounded by Peyton Bowles. And now on the other end, they'll come right back. Torrance Williams now, and the Mules, Brendan Durden as well. Three-point basket is up and no good. Another rebound by Torrance Williams. Man, this kid, he is having a really good night rebounding right now for the Mules.
He's learned position. He gets in the right position. If he's in the right position, he will get the rebound. There's nobody can out-jump him on the court.
Lisa, absolutely very well said. Big thanks to John Scott for all he's done, and we'll say that a lot over the next few months, couple of weeks.
I take full credit for everything good, Frankie.
Hey, I'm more than okay with giving you that credit. Because
we had a few bumps in the road over the 9 years, but I feel like we did the best we could, and I feel like our school is better now than it's ever been.
Torrance Williams' shot is no good, but good rebound by Darius Graham. Goes back up and scores. It is an 8-point ball game now by the Mules, 32-22. I asked you this last night, you just better come back next football season and get your butt back on the air with me.
I think I'll do it, Frankie. I got a few hot dogs around I miss a little bit, and it's a good way to go get one. Otherwise, people think it'll be a little weird driving to Sykeston for a hot dog. I mean,
I hear you.
Got to have an excuse.
No good by Chris Stone there, rebounded by the Mules. Pull-up jumper again by Darius Graham. Another offensive board by the Mules, and Gavin Rivers will clean it up. Boy, the Mules right now, they have found their rhythm when it comes to rebounding. They have out-rebounded 21-13 right now. The Mules, by the way, 6 offensive rebounds in the ball game.
Very nice. You know, Dexter is a really good team, but they really just don't have the size and strength I think that it's going to take, especially on the rebounding. Just overall.
Durbin back to Torrance Williams, going to have it taken away there briefly, and it will be taken away by Peyton Bowles. A rare turnover by the Mules. That is just number 6 in the ball game. Mules coming in, averaging 14.5 turnovers a ball game. Last night, 17. Tonight, 6.
We're going to bring our average down, Frank. We got to get a few more turnovers.
That's right.
We're trying to keep that number up. And our free throw percentage is going to end up getting higher.
It is. Braden Pullum now. I see David Durbin's mom out there in the crowd. Very happy lady, Miss Lisa.
Sitting over by Coach Bess and Coach Bess.
3-point basket is no good by Kraft. Rebound by Durden. Here come the Mules now. Gavin Rivers will cross the timeline. 5:21 to play here in the ball game. Man, the exciting thing is for me tonight, John, is I'm going to get home maybe before 10 p.m.
No, we don't want any overtime tonight. But
no, not tonight. He walked. I knew it. Yeah, he took one too many steps. David Durbin.
It's nice to have a home game, and it's nice to have one starts on time.
I'm gonna boycott the school board meeting on Thursday and sign a petition that says you got to go to Charleston.
Well,
we may. What's that? What I'm looking for? We may. Help me out.
Kidnap?
No. Everybody, we may zoom you in.
Zoom me in. Hey, that'd be all right. Normally it's my second to last meeting. I'd probably skip that thing, but this is an important one.
It's an important meeting.
This is an important meeting. We got serious business, and I want to finish strong.
Mules are going to finish strong. Torrance Williams going to be called for his 3rd personal foul there.
As much as I love going to Charleston.
It's like a second home to me.
That's right. You got some cred down there, right, Frankie?
Some what?
Cred.
What is that?
You got credibility.
Credibility.
You got credibility.
I have to go to a kale farm and get me a new drink down there.
Yeah, you be careful. I better just stop. I don't know what you're talking about, Frankie.
I'll tell you what, we have a lot of fun while we're here doing ball games, that's for sure. Free throw coming up here by the Bearcats. Even Tim's laughing.
Yeah, Tim's my he's my moderator over here. When he raises his hand, does that. When he waves it, I'm like, all right, I got to back off of whatever it is I'm thinking about saying. He can read. He can tell what I'm getting ready to say.
Free throw is good.
We don't have a dump button. That may be something to put on the list.
So Bowles misses 1 out of 2. 32-23 the score. Good rebound by Jack Scott there. 6 points in the ball game, not 4 as I said earlier. My bad.
Trying to cheat my boy.
Trying to cheat your boy. Out of 2 points. My bad. My apologies.
Oh, Lord.
Folks, I may not be back next year because of the fact that I'm cheating a boy out of 2 points.
That's what it is.
What a good move by Marlon Hittman-Roberson. 34-23 the score. 1 foul apiece here in the ball game. Nothing like last night as far as the overall foul situation.
Oh, totally different game.
Different game.
I mean, it's like not even the same game.
Well, no, it's not the same game. We're playing different teams.
Well, you're right. It is a different game.
Okay.
But it's like a different game, too. Yeah, this one I like a little better, actually. So like real basketball.
3-point. Oh, what a good shot by Pullum there. A big 3-pointer. It is now 34-26 now the score.
They run that little weave. It just drives you crazy.
Tim's mom is watching tonight. Glad to have her alongside. Miss Joanne. 3:27 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Durden trying to get position over Truman Kraft. Boy, last night in the game, Marlon had 10 points. And we're going to get a whistle here, and I believe it's going to go against the Bearcats. If it's on Bowles, it's number 4. It is.
Yeah, he was tussling with Jack a little bit. Jack, he told some funny stories about those picks he was setting last night down in New Madrid. And those kids, they called so many fouls. They never called one on him for that, which it was probably the hardest foul all night. It was about 3 of those screens.
Right.
It's funny.
So now we're seeing the inbound here for the Mules. Gavin Rivers' shot is a little bit short there. Good rebound by the Mules. Marlon Hickman-Roberson, it goes up. It's no good. And his shot is going to be rebounded by Gavin Rivers. I guess the last rebound, we're going to give that to Brendan Durden. No, it was Jack Scott. I was just kidding with you. I'm just kidding with you. So now Gavin Rivers, boy, I tell you what, though, your boys played really good here tonight. 3-point basket by Isaiah Neville is no good.
He's come out strong today. I'll give him credit where credit is due.
Absolutely. He's played really good tonight so far. And I still say this, and I know that, folks don't want to hear it, but I would say for the most part, as we see Nichols going up, it's no good. And the offensive rebound by Zeblin is up, and it is good. And the foul is going to be called on Jack Scott, his first.
That was not good position. Mistake on top of a mistake right there.
But I was going to say it's 34-28 now. One thing to keep in mind is, as of right now, we're midway through, or actually more than midway through the third quarter. And the Mules, at this point in the game, they have held Cole Nichols in check for the most part.
Yeah, they've done a good job on him so far, but, he can cut loose
He can cut loose at any point in time.
I don't like a 5-point lead.
Neither do
against Dexter.
34-29 the score. Third quarter. And Durden is going to be fouled. This one's going to be on Truman Kraft, I believe. If it is, it's number 2 on him. It is going to be on Truman Kraft. 2:16 to play here in the third quarter. Mules going to inbound. Hickman Roberson now to inbound to Gavin Rivers. Back to Marlon for three. Nothing but net. That was a big shot by Roberson there. Man, that looked good. That looked good. 5 points for him. Almost gave those 3 points to Dexter on the scoreboard. My apologies. I'm just messing up all over the place
that
tonight.
Green drink.
Got to be the green. Oh, my goodness. Braden Pullum.
Kid's hot.
He was all the way from about Culin when he shot that ball, or made that Neelyville.
He hasn't hit anything but net for a while.
That was a great shot.
A little long on that one. Yeah, Dexter, man, that number one, they got to put a hand in his face.
So we're going to get some substitutions coming in now for the Mules. Torrance Williams and Preston Moore going to come in. Jack Scott, Darius Graham in the ball game as well. And Brendan Durden will take a seat. 1:22 to play here in the third quarter. 1:22 and counting. Mules lead by 5 at 37-32 the score. Make sure and hit that share button for us on Valentine's Day. Not sure why I keep saying Valentine's Day, but
hey, man, it's your anniversary last night, and then Valentine's Day today.
That's right. I seen, boy, good move. Oh, it's going to be goaltending, and it was going to go in anyway, and he messed it up.
He did.
Torrance didn't mean to, and he grabbed the rim, and they're going to wave off the shot. It would have been 2 points there by Darius Graham.
Oh, they call a foul?
They did call a foul. So now
it would have gone anyway.
The officials will get together.
Well, I got you.
Now they're going to get together. So
2 shots.
They're going to wave. They waved it off initially, but I think the ball was going to go in anyway. So it may be offensive goaltending there. We'll see.
You get 2 shots, or is it the other team's ball?
I think it's the other team's ball.
You're probably right.
But we'll see what they're going to do.
Well, my good friend Donnie Baker used to always call.
Oh, they're going to give them 2 shots instead of the. It'll be a foul on the Bearcats.
Valentine's Day.
But it's going to be 2 shots for the Mules. For Darius Graham. So 59.2 seconds left. Darius Graham missing the first free throw opportunity. And he missed them both.
Oof.
And we're going to get a whistle here. It's going to go the other way. It's going to be on Darius Graham, his third.
Yeah, that's one of those, kind of make a mistake and then make another mistake. And that happens a lot. Kids get frustrated.
David Durbin now as Darius Graham comes out 6 points here in the ball game, and that's got to be frustrating.
Oh, yeah.
He had the 2 points, offensive goaltending, and then he missed 2 free throws back to back. And then gets a foul, absolutely.
And people forget, these kids don't look like it and they don't act like it, but they're just kids.
They're just kids.
They make mistakes.
15, 16, 17-year-olds.
I never make mistakes, but I'm old.
And we're going to get a whistle and a foul on the floor. I believe this one's going to be on David Durbin. It looks like it is going to be on Durbin. That's number 1 for him. Team foul number 4.
Choppy third quarter. We need to get through this. We need to keep a lead and get through the third quarter. It's been ugly.
Each team, I'll fix the scoreboard here. I just realized I did not make it. Oh, good job by Isaiah Neville. Goes up, counted in the foul.
There we go. There we go. That's the number 11 for Dexter. Same thing, mistake on a mistake.
39-32.
See the students get going. I like that. Ms. Bratcher over there.
On Logan Joshapat now. What'd you say?
I said Ms. Bratcher over there getting with it. Or I guess whoever he's supposed to be.
I don't know.
Can't remember. Get the team fired up.
So Isaiah Neville with a big free throw there. It's now 40-32 the score now. Miss Lori is tuning in. She was here earlier tonight. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Preston Moore.
Shoot that.
Isaiah Neville from behind the arc. It's no good. David Durbin got the offensive rebound. Too strong. Got one more rebound. Puts it up and scores.
Patent stats, my man Durbin.
He's got his first bucket of the ball game now. 42-32 now. Three-point basket is no good. Dexter right now, as they're going to the bench right now, they look to be a little bit frustrated. We'll come right back in 1 minute. You're watching live coverage of Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. Well, we are back here tonight, and we just want to say have a great rest of your Tuesday night. We'll see you back on Thursday.
We're going to beat the rush.
We're going to beat that midnight traffic. You know what? Maybe in your board meeting on Thursday, we can bring up maybe next year, before you get off the board, having a little midnight madness. What do you think right here at the high school?
I would like that, Frankie. That's a good deal. That's not a bad idea.
I'm full of good ideas.
As opposed to the rest of your ideas, that one's not too bad.
I think I have great ideas. I want the world to be more green.
I think it's headed that way. Seems like it.
That's not what I meant. That's pretty funny you say that, though. I knew the moment I said that you were going to start laughing. That's why I had to backtrack real quick. All right, the Bearcats now. They inbound the ball. Preston Moore back in as well. The Mules right now lead at 42-32. Poplar Bluff now is up by 10 points. And this one is going to go against the Mules, I believe. I'm sorry, it's going to be against, it's going to be against Darius Graham.
That wasn't a great foul. Now what's going to happen is Cole Nichols is going to try to take the matters into his own hands. I don't know the kid. He scores a lot. He's a great player, but he's going to want to get his points. They're down 10. He's thinking, I need my points. I can take this over. So they're going to have to focus on him. Don't let him beat you.
Absolutely. He's at the free throw line right now. Misses a rare free throw. He went 1 for 2, 8 points here in the ball game. That's his first point in the second half.
Yeah, he's a little bit rattled tonight, but he'll end up with, I bet he'll get close to 20 before it's over. Maybe not 20. 16.
Sorry, Carol, it was frozen on your end. I'm glad it's back now. Turnover there on the Mules. You talked about it. And the Mules are up by 9 right now. 42-33 to score.
Not quite enough. 42 is not going to win the game.
No.
Keep that stuff away from me, Frankie.
Oh, three-point basket is no good, but Bowles on the rebound.
Maybe not. It's only been a minute. I don't know if I'd call it timeout, but we're going to have to focus here.
Mules do have 4 timeouts left in the ball game.
That's an air ball 3 where they got the rebound. You can't have that.
Preston Moore goes up. It's no good. Right now, the Mules cannot buy a bucket.
Well, sink.
Peyton Bowles on the rebound. Another 3-ball by Chris Stone. It's no good.
Air ball
Offensive rebound. Oh, it's going to be taken away by Torrance Williams. Williams to Isaiah Neville. Oh, they're going to wave it off and say that he walked.
He might have shuffled a little bit, but that's home court. You ought to get that one.
Crowd don't like it. It looked like it was the right call. Each team with 9 turnovers here in the ball game. How many turnovers would you say you get in a week in the courtroom? That's what we all want to know.
I'm turnover free, Frankie.
Turnover free.
Every now and then there might be a bad call.
Okay. Do you ever say that? That's a bad call?
I do not say that. Because a bad call ends up being a worse call if you do that. I go out in the hallway.
I'm just asking a question. I'm trying to get to know you better. That's all.
No, I'm not. No.
Going to get a foul here on number 14 at David Durbin. It's going to put Dexter in the bonus the next time around. Cole Nichols, he goes inside, and that's what he does best. He loves going inside for the bunny, and he gets fouled in the process. He loves to draw the contact.
I tell my kid it does no good to argue with the referee. I can guarantee you it does no good to argue with the judge.
Yeah, he doesn't really. They don't really care what you think. They want their decision's final. You can't change their mind.
Well, I mean, they're human beings. They do the best they can, and
absolutely,
you got to take their decision to go on. It's not. You can make your points, but
we have great judges here in Butler County.
Oh yeah, we're very fortunate.
We are. Preston Moore comes out. Gavin Rivers comes in. 42-37. Back to a 5-point game right now.
We need a bucket.
We need a bucket. I need Miss Abby Wilson Jr. down there to get that student section fired up. That's what I need. I'm going to point at him here in a second. Torrance Williams.
Not the bucket we need.
We're going to get a foul against the Mules as well.
Yeah, they're out of sync in a serious manner. I would.
They're going to call that foul, I believe.
I'd get my timeout here. I'd maybe switch my lineup just a little bit. There's just something off.
I think I know what it is.
And we have a size advantage. We have a strength advantage. We can cram it down their throat, Frankie. But some of the style stuff we don't need right now. 5-point game. Dexter's not going to go away.
Telling you.
Who mixed that thing up? No kidding.
I did.
Did you do that?
I did that.
A little strong on the ginger, maybe?
I did this morning at the house. It's pretty strong.
Somebody hit
it sat there in the refrigerator all day, and it got to the bottom. Yeah. I started shaking it up, and what was that, Tim?
It fermented a little bit. Well, it's certainly got a stronger swift to it than normal. I think somebody may have switched that to ginger. You got some about Valentine's Day ginger, what you got.
42-38. Boy, we're having a lot of fun here tonight, I tell you.
I don't like the game. It's not going well.
Not right now. Braden Pullum. It's now a one-possession game now. It is a 42-39 score. The Mules at one point led by 10, and now they lead by 3.
Got to dial it in here.
Torrance Williams. Good bounce pass to David Durbin. Goes up top and can't finish. Gavin Rivers will make that. Brendan Durden with the big score that time.
Yeah.
So he's got 4 points in the ball game. And now we're going to get a out-of-bounds call against the Mules there. 44-39 is the score.
You know what happens is these kids, they have a good run, they score some points, get a little bit of a lead, and they start thinking it's kind of easy, and they let up a little bit. So now they're dialing back in.
Full timeout charged here to the Dexter Bearcats here. They've got 2 timeouts left. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Taco John's, Scott Law Group, LLC, Briggs & Stratton. Also brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge, Eye Care Specialist, Christian Automotive and Tire, Patriot Auto Glass. Also being brought to you by Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, First Choice Insurance, Air Solutions. Real quick, Tim Funky may have said the nicest thing to me yesterday on Anniversary Day. He left me a message on Facebook when I posted it. And, you know, typically they always say that you're the lucky one, but he posted, Pam is a lucky gal. He could not be more right.
Yeah, It sounds like somebody paid somebody to say something in that deal. Yeah, Tim, good guy, chili cook-off guy, Frank.
He'll get my vote on Saturday.
It's coming up.
I can't wait.
Next week, a week from this Saturday, 25th.
I've got my Tums. I've got my Pepsi AC. I'm going to take your advice. I'm not going to eat anything on Friday and have a great meal on Saturday.
It'll be a good event. It's coming together nicely.
It really is. I've heard the teams are unreal this year, and you guys are pretty much almost maxed out.
Yes. Yeah, we got a couple spots left. If anybody wants in, now's the time.
into three quarters right now. Jackson 61, Seckman 34. That's a barn burner up there. There's a big steal by Durden. He's going to get fouled in the process. They're going to foul before the shot. And that'll be on Cole Nichols, I believe. And that'll be number 3 on him.
Good play. You know, Brendan Durden is really a good player and has a bright future. He's going to be fun to watch the next couple of years.
He's got a brother coming up, too, as well. Be a freshman next year.
Put forth so much effort, man.
So now Gavin Rivers nearly lost it. Good job there by Mr. Rivers. He'll get it back. Pullum wanted a double dribble call, didn't get it. Now we're going to get a whistle and a foul coming up on the Bearcats. I believe it's going to be on Peyton Bowles. If it is, that's number 5 on him. He has just fouled out, John. That's a big foul. And that is foul number 7. So now it's a 1-1 coming up now. And Dexter, Coach, I tell you what, one thing you don't want to do is go toe-to-toe with Coach Chad Allen. 6'7", 6'8", that guy.
Well, if you're going to go toe-to-toe with him, you're going to need a ladder. I guess that would be nose-to-nose. You need a ladder. You could go toe-to-toe, but you'd be staring at his belly button.
I guarantee it.
That'd be great.
So now we're going to see a substitution coming in. Ethan Zablin coming in now as Peyton Bowles is going to foul out. 3 points, 3 rebounds here in the ball game. And now Brendan Durden on the free throw line. He'll shoot a 1-1. He is 72% on the season. First one is up. I may have jinxed him on that one. He misses it. Rebounded by Pullum. Good job by Gavin Rivers, able to just keep his defensive posture. Oh, we're going to get a foul on Gavin Rivers. I thought that was good defense, to be honest with you, John.
Yeah, it looked good to me. You know, it gets choppy. These refs everywhere call a lot of fouls, seem like.
5:14 to go here in the ball game. Grandma Jackie is tuning in tonight all the way on W Highway.
How about Misty the dog?
I bet she's watching, or she's listening. She's listening. First one is up, and it's good.
Yeah, this number 1 can shoot the ball. He hit 2 or 3 threes earlier.
He's got 13 points.
Nice player, having a good game.
I told Grandma one of these days I'm going to get her up here. We're going to do a ball game together, her and I, and you.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. 44-41 the score. I've got to get that 10-second delay button though ready to go.
Post-production edit.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to need.
Durden's shot is no good. Big rebound.
I don't understand. Well, they're inching back in it. We need a little different lineup.
This is where Cole Nichols gets really dangerous when it's a tight ball game like this, because he will take over.
Yes.
Pull him. 3-point basket well short this time. Gavin Rivers on the rebound.
If they're within one possession, they're dangerous.
3 balls no good. And we're going to get a foul on Torrance Williams. 3 ball was not there for the Mules that time, and Torrance just picked up foul number 4. That's a big foul on Torrance. And now it's team foul number 10 for the Mules, and that means it is a double bonus the rest of the way. So now going to the free throw line, the Dexter Bearcats. First one is up, and it's good. It's now a 2-point game, John.
Yeah, I get a timeout, dial them in, and say that we don't need to be shooting threes. We don't need to be styled, but we just need to get some points.
Isaiah Neville back in the ball game, as is Jack Scott. And the second one is up, and it's good as well. Chris Stone with 8 points here in the ball game. It is a 1-point game now here, John. So now Gavin Rivers, another foul going to be called. It's going to be on Cole Nichols, and that's number 4 on him, so that's a big foul. And now we're going to see Gavin Rivers now on the free throw line. First one is up, and it's good by the Mules. That's a big one.
Yeah, nice to make that free throw. We needed that, man. We've been stalled out the low 40s for a long time. That's 2 points this quarter, isn't it, Frankie?
It is.
Or 3 points, if my math is right. 2 points. Let me count.
Second one is up, and it's no good. by Gavin Rivers, and Chris Stone 45-43.
Oh, well, good. We like that turnover. Now we need a good bucket, just a good solid basketball bucket. Run a minute off the clock and get a layup.
I'm going to play some hot scotch back here behind us. Other kids
Never
are enjoying
understood
it.
that game, Frankie. I've tried.
Hey, she was pretty good at it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to say nothing, but I might be better.
I might stub my – you probably would be.
No, I'm nowhere near
stub
it.
my toe.
No, Darius Graham misses that shot right at the rim. Zablin with the rebound. Cole Nichols now wide open. Truman Kraft, and it is no good. Oh, what a good block there by Jack Scott that time around.
Get a bucket. Come on, guys.
Boy, Jack Scott, that was a huge block on his end a moment ago. 3:49 to go in the ball game.
He had a good block on Mr. Jadis Jones last night. Is that his name, right, Jadis?
Oh, they're going to change the call. Oh, my goodness, they changed the call. They say out of bounds on Poplar Bluff.
Oof.
And Coach Durden.
Oof.
I tell you what, I'm not saying, I tell you what, Coach Chan Allen, he did talk the official into that one.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah,
he absolutely got the call his way.
You hate to see that.
Oh my goodness! I thought that was out of bounds on Dexter, but nevertheless, I'm way up here, second level. They're downstairs.
Walk.
And now the double dribble's going to be called.
Yeah. So what we call I would call that, Frankie, a makeup call. Maybe the refs will fight after the game.
Steven said that coach is mad down there. He absolutely was mad. 45-43 the score.
You know, I represented a guy one time where some refs got in a fight after a game. No kidding. I loved it. It was great. It was. I mean, one guy got beat up pretty bad, but it was pretty funny to see the refs going at it.
Durden, what a good shot by Durden that time. Absolutely.
Nice pass. Gavin Rivers set that up.
47-43 now the score. .47-43 now. 3-minute mark here to go in the ball game. Cole Nichols, we're still waiting for him to take over. We're expecting it. It's going to happen at some point, you think.
Oh, yeah.
Pullum with 14 points. Hard to believe that right now that Cole Nichols is not the leading scorer tonight.
What's he got, 8?
He's got 8 points.
Yeah,
he's got 10 so far in the ball game.
Double digits, yeah.
He's in double digits, but it's taken all 4 quarters to get there.
Yeah, it's
Pull up for 3, and it is off the mark. Jack Scott, what a great job. He caused that to go into the hands of Neville.
Nice basketball. Oh, hey, that was a great fast break. Good pass, Durden. Make the free throws.
Lee Wallace is tuning in from Evansville, Indiana. Going to be a foul on Truman Kraft, and that's team foul number 9 for the Bearcats now. Darius Graham, 6 points in the ball game. He is 0 of 2 tonight on the free throw line, shooting 71% on the year.
He's due. You know, he's got fingers taped up. That might interfere a little bit with his free throw.
And misses that one.
But you know, the kids have played well tonight. Everybody's had a good game.
They really have.
Nobody's really taken over, but everybody's had a nice game. Yeah, I think the tape on his free throw shooting hand is interfering just a little bit. Not on that one.
Good
100% on that one, Frank.
Absolutely. It is back.
5 points. That's better.
48-43 now the score. Both teams are in the bonus now. Mules have 4 timeouts. Dexter's got 2. Coming up on the 2-minute mark here in the ball game.
Ooh,
what a block by Durden.
Yes, sir.
What a block, and now a foul. That is an amazing block by that young man.
I mean, that's a quick up. That guy was shooting about a 35-footer.
Yes, he was.
And Durden was quick enough to realize it, get in the guy's face, jump up and block the shot in open court. Very nice.
Chris Stone picks up the foul, and now both teams are in the double bonus, and we might have a timeout here. I thought it was a timeout. Now the officials get together. Maybe it's no timeout. Coach Durden said, I didn't call a timeout. So now they're going to wipe up the condensation on the floor there. John, no phone calls here on the broadcast, sir.
Oh, I'm just dealing with some of these people, Frankie. They're wanting to know why. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
They want to know why you're allowing me to drink on the job.
Yeah, they're asking me where I can get some of that. They want to know where I can get some of that green drink. We need to set up a little deal back here.
Brendan Durden now. Free throw is up, and it's good. Big free throw for that young man. 7 points on the night. He is so fun to watch. He'll get one more free throw as it gets pretty quiet in here in the gym. Second one is on the way. It is up, and it's no good. Rebounded that time by Nichols. Dexter, they're not messing around. They are down the court now quickly. Pullum goes up, and it's no good. Jack Scott with a big rebound.
Nice. Here we go.
Absolutely.
That's a fast break 101 right there. 2 passes, layup, foul, 3 the hard way. Yeah, Dexter's not used to that quick of a trip down the court where it's about 3 seconds and shooting a layup on the other end. Gavin Rivers is running.
So Rivers quickly, he misses at the free throw. And now Cole Nichols, 51-43 now the score. Nichols' shot is up and way off the mark. Another rebound by Jack Scott. Boy, he has had a great ball game too. Nobody can deny that one.
Yeah, he's gotten going tonight. I'm glad to see it.
And we're going to get a timeout called, this one by the Mules. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
So we are back here with 1:21 to go in the ball game, and the Mules now down to their final 3 timeouts. And if the Mules are able to pull off the win here tonight, that would be a big win for the Mules tonight.
Oh yeah, they're on a big streak, Frankie. Right? This
one in a row.
February, yeah, 1 in a row. Right?
That's right.
They're undefeated today.
Undefeated the last part of February.
Right on.
So now we'll see what Isaiah Neville can do. David Durbin back in the ball game now. Mules have looked really good at times in this contest. And now we're going to get a whistle here and a foul with 1:09 to play here in the ball game.
Gavin will make these shots. He's had a good game tonight.
He's had a really good game tonight. Good first game back from injury. Knee looks to be doing okay for the most part. That's good news. Foul going to be called on Braden Pullum. And Gavin Rivers, I don't want to say nothing about John Scott's inability there, but
I meant to say he's going to make the second.
Oh, okay. You misspoke, I guess.
Yeah, I was honest. Well, he's going to make the next one.
Maybe. That free throw is no good as well, but he still has had a really good ball game here tonight. Under a minute to go here in the ball game. Poplar Bluff still leads at 51-43. Under 52 seconds now. David Durbin playing some good defense. They know where the ball's going. It went right to Cole Nichols, and how do you defend that? You can't. He's just that good.
Yeah, he's got a nice stroke when he gets down in there.
And we're going to get a whistle here and a timeout called, I believe, on the Bearcats. Or it's going to be on Poplar Bluff.
Oh, they'll start fouling. We got to make a couple free throws.
So it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll step away. 30 more seconds. You're watching live coverage of Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. .39 seconds left to go here in the ball game. Mules looking for their 9th win of the season. And make no mistake about it, Dexter is a really good ball team. So if the Mules are able to hold on and come back and win here tonight, that would be a very, very big score for the Mules. Each team having 2 timeouts.
Tough game that could go either way, and it's good to see the Mules step up.
It really is, no doubt about that. All right, so now we are going to be a foul here coming up on the Dexter Bearcats.
30 seconds is a little longer than I like with a 6-point lead. 7 would be a lot better.
Both teams are in the bonus now, double bonus.
Maybe you should shoot it right-handed. I've seen that with guys like, all right, I was going to shoot the other hand.
So Darius Graham misses that one. Second one is up, and he misses both again. He's missed 4.
Yeah, that's 4 in a row.
4 in a row now. Did not Durden fell down. A 3-point basket by Cole Nichols. Oh, that'll be on highlight reel. He's got 15 points now.
I don't think 51 points is going to win the game.
It is a 3-point game, and you're right. I don't think it's going to win the game either. A timeout called by the Dexter Bearcats. So we're going to leave it here. And Dexter now to their last timeout here of the ball game. The Mules have 2 timeouts. Bearcats now with 1, Poplar Bluff with 2. So 19.9 seconds, 3-point ball game. And as you said a moment ago, I just don't know if 51 points will get the job done.
Free throws, Frankie, free throws, free throws, free throws. I'll say it again, free throws. All we got to make is 2 of the last 4, and we would be in a much better position. But, hey, we're going to get a chance to shoot some more, and I would hope that we make 1, and that puts us in a better position.
Absolutely. I hope you are correct.
I'm no great strategic coach or anything, but I know that it helps to make free throws.
Yeah, you think so, huh?
At least 1 now and then.
Well, we're going to see how the Mules here are able to
Yeah.
So now we're going to have to make free throws on the other end. Let's talk about those free throws. Mules are 8 out of 21 right now here in the ball game.
Which is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But if Frankie, I may just leave. Sorry. if we don't make 1 of these right here, I may just go home, Frankie.
So now Isaiah Neville, he is going to shoot the first one. There you go. You can stick around. You can stick around for a little bit.
18.5. That puts us in better shape, just slightly. 1 more still makes it a 2-possession
52 to 48 now is the score. He'll need this another one here to make it very interesting. He makes them both. 53-48. And now Neville comes down to the ball game. David Durbin is in. 18.5 seconds. All is left in this ball game. So now Dexter on a fast break. Cole Nichols goes up, and it's no good. So Nichols could not get the shot to go down. Darius Graham got the rebound. That right there was big. 12.4 seconds is left.
We're in better shape, Frankie. I won't say we're in great shape yet. 12 seconds is a long time.
And that is the 5th foul on Cole Nichols, so he is also fouled out with 15 points.
15. What's his average for the year? 20-something?
Oh, he's over 20 points a ball game for sure.
Successful night. I'll give credit to the Mules for shutting him down.
Yeah, they did a great job on him. You know, I got to say, David Durbin and those guys, they did a phenomenal job on him all night long.
It's hard to think that 15 points is shutting a guy down, but it is for that kid.
It is for him, absolutely.
All-time leading scorer in Dexter history.
Yep. He's got well over 1,800 points for the Dexter Bearcats. There you go, Darius Graham made that one. That's a big one.
He's dialed it in now. 1 more, and that ought to do it.
So Darius Graham with 8 points in the ball game now, trying to make it number 9 at 12.4 seconds.
There we go.
Is all that is left.
That should do it.
And now the Mules are going to end up. Oh, there's a turnover on the Bearcats, and that'll be on Pullum. And that'll be for the Poplar Bluff, or I should say Dexter, turnover number 13. The Mules have 9.
9 turnovers, all we got tonight?
Yep, all we have
That'd
tonight.
Be a season low.
9 seconds is all that is left, and Dexter just going to back out. And this game is going to go final as the Mules are going to end up, and they are going to end up and win this game 55-48. The Mules survive a barn burner tonight with our final home game still to come later this month. As Abby Wilson Jr. down there getting the student sections. We'll get that on camera, Tim. That's incredible.
Hope she doesn't hurt her knee.
I hope she doesn't hurt the knee. Look at her. I know Dylan's mom and dad's got to be proud of that. I don't know what to say.
I'm glad it's on camera, recorded forever.
I hope, yeah, and I'm looking at the monitor. Tim has that on camera. I'm gonna call Miss Bratcher and say, hey, when the game is over, look at Abby Wilson Jr. So, don't go anywhere. I thought I was gonna do a flip right there or something, or a cartwheel. All right, we'll go to break. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up. We'll talk to. I thought he was gonna do it again. I want to go to break. I'm not sure what she's doing down there.
Something may go down.
Aaron Duncan coming up next as we continue. Mules get the win tonight, 55-48. You're watching and listening to live coverage of Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. All right, so we are back, and joining us now is Coach Aaron Duncan. And, Coach, you guys survived a barn burner here tonight. Walk us through the final quarter. And first off, you guys shut down Cole Nichols, 15 points. He got his points, but it could have been a lot worse. And David Durbin and those guys really locked on him pretty good. Congratulations to the Mules on a very hard-fought game.
David really wanted it. He wanted that opportunity. And, like we said before, we're going to play teams that have 1 or 2 guys that can just really put the ball in the basket. And, we got to try to slow those guys down and have a chance to win. And, David, he just steps up. It doesn't matter if he shoots or not. He's just out there playing as hard as he can. And that's the one thing about him for 6 years, man. He's given everything he's had. And, Jack played a really good game early and then came in late and got some really big rebounds late and took care of the ball. And, it was just it was a good team effort. And, some guys stepped up and hit those last free throws there late. And, before that we had missed several. But, I thought we played really well. First quarter, they got kind of on a roll. But with that stuff they run, and we're out there playing hard, they drove and kicked and had some open threes. But, as the game progressed, the legs got a little tired, and hopefully that the pressure that we applied kind of had something to do with that.
First quarter, they outscored us 19-12. But what changed in quarter number 2 as we were able to outscore them 16-3?
We just play with a lot more energy. We got a lot of tips on some passes and some steals, and we really shut down the driving lanes. And even on the kickouts, we were able to close out better, and we rebounded well out of it, and I think we had several steals there and got some baskets in transition, so that was good. But it was really just the effort, the energy and the effort that the kids put out.
39-26 in terms of rebounding, but what sticks out is, as you alluded to a moment ago, 7 steals. The Mules offense were able to get 11 offensive rebounds, and by the way, your team only 9 turnovers. Got to be happy with that number there.
That is, because I don't know the last time that's been in single digits. So, going forward, moving forward, that's going to be a big deal. We got to really take care of the basketball. A lot of teams that we're going to play next for sure. Play a high-intensity defense. So really got to take care of basketball, be tough, and, guys stepped up and did it,
talk about free throws. Obviously, you talked about that a moment ago, 12 for 25. I'm assuming that the team is not happy with that number. We want that to go up.
No, and the guys weren't happy with it. You could see it in their body language when they missed those shots, because typically, Coach turned around, looked at me and said, man, we don't usually miss this many. And I said, and I shook my head like, no, we don't. But you know what? Maybe it was good for us. Maybe that's what we needed to do, because we had to continue to really lock in and guard. If we hit the free throws and got up 10 or 12 or 13, and, guys kind of lose their focus. But we just stayed in and grinded, and, you just got to come out and be gritty this time of year.
I thought Torrance Williams was a rebounding machine tonight. 9 rebounds for him, 4 by Jack Scott. Most of his coming in that fourth quarter when it mattered the most, giving your Mules extra opportunities to get more shots off.
Really was, and you got a team that shoots a lot of threes. There's going to be long rebounds, and you really got to hit these guys and then go get it. But it's not necessarily, all the time if you're 6'5" or 6'6" or whatever, you're going to get a rebound, because, these guys are scrappy. Dexter's scrappy, and they fight and they claw, and they'll just, they'll go grab one out from under you. So those guys did a great job late getting those rebounds, not giving those guys second chance opportunities, because the kick out three on the offensive rebound, maybe the best three in the game. So we didn't allow that to happen, and that was good. That was good that we did.
Next ball game for us is going to come up on Thursday. Doesn't get any easier in the SEMO Conference. We take on Charleston at their place. What will you guys work on the next couple of days to get ready for the Blue Jays on Thursday night?
Tough place to play. You got to go in there and handle adversity, and which that's what we've been talking about for an entire season and an entire last 10 years. But really going to Charleston, we're just going to have to get down, lock in, and guard. I mean, we're going to have to stop their guys. They got some guys that can really, really play and put the ball in the hole. And, we just go down there and play as hard as we can, like we did last night in New Madrid, and, see what happens.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win. We'll see you guys Thursday in Charleston country for the Mules and the Blue Jays.
Sounds good, Frank. Thanks
you betcha. Coach Aaron Duncan joining us live here tonight. Real quick, we'll look at the stats here for the Dexter Bearcats. They shot 30% overall. The Bearcats were led in scoring by Cole Nichols. He had 15 points, 14 by Braden Pullum. And then from there, 8 points by Chris Stone, 5 by Ethan Zablin, and then 3 points by Truman Kraft. And that is your scoring by the Dexter Bearcats. The Mules, meanwhile, the Mules were able to shoot the ball 43%, 1 out of 11 from downtown, 12 of 15 from the free throw line, 39 rebounds, 9 turnovers, and 7 steals. The Mules, they had a slew of players with a lot of points here. Darius Graham led the way, 9 points here on the night. Also 8 points by Preston Moore, 7 each by Brendan Durden, also by Isaiah Neville and by Gavin Rivers. And then from there, the Mules had 6 points by Jack Scott, 5 by Marlon Hickman-Roberson, 4 points tonight by Torrance Williams, and then 2 points by David Durbin. And that is your entire scoring breakdown. Jack Scott, by the way, had 6 points as well. That is the breakdown tonight as the Mules get the win 55-48. And that means our next broadcast is coming up on Thursday night. Tim and I are going to be live from the Charleston Blue Jays Arena to bring you more Poplar Bluff Mules basketball. All right, to break it all down, let's say thank you again to all of our sponsors making all this possible. Without them, we couldn't do it. They include First Midwest Bank, Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. Also, Whitworth Gift Jazz Jewelers, Russians Towing, Air Solutions, First Choice Insurance, Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, Patriot Auto Glass, Christian Automotive and Tire, Eye Care Specialist, Larry Hillis Dodge, Briggs & Stratton, the Scott Law Group LLC, and Taco John's, all stepping up in big ways to make sure taking care of us with their sponsorships for Poplar Bluff Mules basketball. We're going to say so long tonight as the Mules get the win 55-48. The Mules now go to 9-12 on the season. For Tim Hicks and John Scott, I'm Frankie Castillo. We're saying so long from Poplar Bluff. I'll see you back on Thursday night beginning at 6:30 for Mules basketball. You've been watching and listening to Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.